and gone. They should have Diddy Matthews do their games because that team's built on hope, just like the Royals are. That's right. I get attacked all the time. Dusty, why do you believe this team's going to be good every year? They do the same thing. This same result. United States soccer team. Every year, they play in the World Cup. Round of 16. Gone. European team. Beats you. Belgium, I was told, I'm not going to lie, I said Belgium was a powerhouse, right? And then everybody, the text, I remember this 2 weeks ago. Powerhouse? What are you talking about? Maybe used to be. They're old now. Granted, Mac, there's age on that team.
Yeah.
But that team whipped that American team's ass from the jump.
Yeah, they manhandled us, man.
Yeah, it really was.
Strangled.
Manhandled us.
Yeah, no, it really was. I mean, that's the problem that we get ourselves lulled into when we look at preseason type of stuff, right? Preseason football, World Baseball Classic, all that kind of stuff. It just lulls you. Maybe summer league's that way, too. I know Darren Peterson, and you're getting into it with people on X this morning about Darren Peterson, about how he dominated. At least somebody went back at you and goes, no, it's summer league, but maybe that
someone did. Ooh, let's go.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah. You got a response.
How
man.
dare you tell me as an Arizona Cardinals fan that my team can't get to the Super Bowl
That's
this year?
exactly right. Yeah, I will tell you that.
I've got Jacoby Brissett, who's been on some really good teams.
Yeah, I'll tell a lot
I've
of teams.
I've got a former pros receiver's son that's going to be awesome.
I'll tell you, they've got a lot of people in the NFL, bamboozled. Everybody in the NFL thinks they're going to win, and that's great. That's
then
why
week
the
5
league
happens.
And then you get to week 5, and everybody realizes it's time to trade people, and we realize very quick in the NFL, it's time to move on from people, and we do that. But I mean, that's kind of where we are with this U.S. soccer team. You dominated the World Baseball Classic. You went 4-0 in the preseason. You won your non-conference games, and then you faced Ohio State in your opener, and you got run out of town. And then you did what you normally do, and that's go away early. And you didn't have the horses, you didn't have the players, you don't have the star power right now to compete with the rest of the world. And ultimately, that's where this comes down to, guys. And it really is, a low-hanging fruit topic that we have every 4 years with this United States men's soccer team. But we just don't have the players. We don't have the talent to compete with the rest of the world. And that's okay. That's not a negative thing. That's a true thing. We just don't have our best athletes playing soccer like every other country does. And so until that happens, which it won't because there's no money to be made playing soccer in the United States of America when there isn't basketball and football and all of this kind of stuff, it's hard to keep the best athletes playing soccer in this country because this country's number one sport is not soccer. And so that's ultimately where we are. And we can talk about not having the stars, but the one star we allegedly do have, that Pulisic guy, he stinks. That guy's like a fraud, man. Like
so Carrington was right.
Yeah, probably so. I mean, he's missed one game, left 2 games early. Every other star in this tournament, and that's been a star player in this tournament, has done amazing things. We've talked about it for the last fortnight, for Christ's sake. I mean, we're going out there doing all that kind of stuff. And then this guy goes out there and is totally useless. Useless. Christian Pulisic? This guy's not a star.
I've heard of him.
I think there's
He's really good.
There's a lot there.
He's not great.
Yeah, he's a star for America. But
and that's not good enough for the world stage.
Correct.
Yeah.
So what basically came to fruition yesterday is what we're United States ranked 16th in the world. Mm-hmm. Belgium 8 or 9, depending on where you look at. Mm-hmm. That's the gap.
Yeah,
that's the massive gap. Now the same thing can be said about Christian Pulisic. Pulisic is America's best player. He's maybe the 25th best soccer player in the world. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I don't know. I heard
before, right when the World Cup started, I heard Bill Simmons had a soccer guy, and they compared him basically to Devin Booker. He's a top 40, 35 player maybe.
Right.
He's really good. He can do some really fun things, but he's not going to lift your team up.
Yeah,
right.
He's mid on like a Argentina team. He'd come off the bench, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Portugal, he's probably coming off the bench.
Yeah.
All those, and that's the thing is like that is soccer in a nutshell, right? Like that's like. It's kind of like in the World Baseball Classic, right? We watched the first couple of rounds of like the pool play, and then you get to teams like Venezuela, Dominican Republic, Portugal, like United States, Japan. Those are the powerhouses. Now there's teams that can like maybe be decent, but when they play those other teams, there's the gap. Like that's just the way it is. This happens every 4 years for the United States.
Yep.
They get to the round of 16, they play a team that's in the top 10, they're just that further behind that team. That's what it is. And Belgium went out there and had fun. and they didn't even play Kevin De Bruyne.
I mean, their best player didn't even play, right?
I don't know if he's their best player to this day, but he was for like the last 2 World Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Lukaku's their other best player, and he doesn't start. And Lukaku
Romo.
and Lukaku, Doku, Witsel, these are guys that I played with on FIFA who were ballers.
Yeah.
And they're all coming off the bench. That's how deep they are. They're past their prime, but for 25 minutes, they can look amazing.
Well, and they all came in at the end like that, too. And I even said to Jen last night as we were watching the game, I'm like, man, they're subbing early. She goes, yeah, get fresh bodies in there late. It's a 2-1 game or whatever it was, or 3-1 game. And we all know how that 2-goal lead is in soccer. Nobody likes that. So they were subbing in all these fresh players. And, we're just behind the times. I mean, that's ultimately what it is. And, I saw a tweet, I think it was from Dan Wetzel yesterday, who goes, let's continue to charge an arm and a leg for kids to play youth soccer. And I'm like, it's exactly right. I mean, kids are forced to choose sports based on the socioeconomic backgrounds of their parents. And a lot of that is not fair. I mean, the cost of playing youth baseball right now is absolutely ridiculous. That's why it's all Aiden, Jaden, Braden, Cadens, Mason, and Graysons that are playing youth league baseball these days, because it costs $500 for a bat that expires every other year. So it's very expensive to play baseball. Soccer is very expensive to play. I know the money that we spent playing club soccer and soccer trainer and all of this kind of stuff to give your kid the best opportunity to play. Not all families in the United States of America can afford that kind of stuff. And so when you're outpricing kids when they're young, and kids have to determine, or not really determine, but have determined for them what sports they can play based on the socioeconomic backgrounds of their parents, that's where we're starting to separate. And that's why in the United States of America, when you're charging $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is to play on some of these great club teams and to give your kid the best opportunity, a lot of families, most families, just can't afford that. And so they can't give their kid that opportunity to go out there and play these sports. And so that takes opportunities away from kids. It all starts at the youth level. Soccer has become a major business in this country, and it doesn't benefit the kids. It benefits the soccer clubs. It gives parents the ability to stand around a water cooler and brag about what program their kid plays for, but it's not in the best interest of the kids, and it's not in the best interest of the sports, because the money is so expensive, it prevents so many kids from playing. And again, it's not just soccer. Baseball's in a bad way with this as well.
So I guess the question I'd have now is, like, what's your level of interest for the World Cup?
Well, if you listen to Fox at the end of the game yesterday, my God, I mean, they were begging you to stay around. I've never seen anything like that before.
I really liked their message at the end of the game.
Yeah.
The World Cup isn't over for the U.S. The United States is still hosting the World Cup, and there's still a lot of good things happening here.
Yep.
You shouldn't just turn it off. I liked that messaging, honestly.
Yeah, it just felt to me, though, like they were begging. Yeah, like the United States just lost. Please don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We still have ratings.
I will say on 2018, they did not qualify. 2022, they lost to the Netherlands, who then lost in the quarterfinals to Argentina in PKs 4-3, who then won the World Cup.
Okay.
They lost
Against
to an
France.
amazing Netherlands team, against France. And you just mentioned they lost to a powerhouse of Belgian team, maybe 8th or 9th ranked. But
They're not a powerhouse at all.
Yeah, and we just mentioned 4, I don't know, the equivalent of Hall of Famers. We just named 4 incredible players that come on their bench for Belgium.
I mean, Lukaku used to be the main striker for Manchester United.
Yep.
Pulisic was on Chelsea's team, and it was, they didn't manage him right. Well, maybe he's just not Premier League good.
We're trying to make Pulisic a star when maybe he's not a star. It's like when we talked about
Pulisic.
Yeah, right.
Am I right?
Yeah, more like Pulisic.
Yeah, I can relate. Yeah.
It's for the kids. Hey, but like when you're looking at that guy and he's our star, and you're like, okay, maybe we're trying to have him be something that he is not, like we did with Justin Reed when they let him go to New Orleans, and we talked about it. They try to make Trent McDuffie the leader of that defense and trying to put people in position that they're just not great in. That's not best for them. And so maybe that's what they're trying to do with Pulisic right now. Maybe they're trying to make him a star because we're so desperate for an American soccer star, and he's just not a guy that wants to be the star. And that's okay. That's okay. But we've got, until we find those stars and get those guys, and again, we've had this conversation for 40 years in this country, and it still hasn't changed. So I just don't know if we'll ever be, on that world stage and that world power where we can advance past where we are right now.
We have Kevin Sullivan, who's 16. He's could be a phenom, and Mathis Albert, 17 years old. Those are what the soccer heads are telling me.
I feel like you'd have been pretty good at soccer.
Dude, watching this World Cup, I'm like, why didn't I play? Because we're in America, because they didn't think.
You got the looks. You have the hair, the athleticism. You have like the perfect body type for
yeah,
soccer.
I'm like, small and fast.
Yeah. Did you ever want to play, though? Did it ever cross your mind to play?
I was in first grade when I played, but everybody
plays in soccer.
No, you wanted to play basketball.
Yeah, I wanted to play basketball.
Right.
Yeah,
Why?
and
Tell me
football.
why. Tell me why you wanted to play
That's what I
basketball
watched.
football.
Those are the athletes that I watched.
Okay, how old are you?
27.
27. Okay, I'm almost 50.
Yeah.
And I have the exact same story.
Yeah.
So don't sit here and tell me that soccer is going to take over when a 50-year-old and a 27-year-old and a 39-year-old all had the same kind of conversation as children growing up in this country in 3 different states, right?
Totally.
I grew up on the East Coast. You grew up here and in Tennessee. You grew up here. So, like, all of this stuff that we're talking about, we've been talking about for 30 years, and nothing's changed. Why do we think it all of a sudden it's going to change, you know?
I'm not out on the World Cup.
No, I'm definitely not out on it. No.
Because now I root for that damn Viking.
Dude, let's go.
I'm all in on Norway.
That's what my family seems to be, all in on Norway.
That's where everybody
too.
is.
He's the fan
He's
favorite.
the story because he's new. We've seen Mbappe do it. We've seen Messi do it. Ronaldo's out. Brazil's out if that was one of your teams. Now it's like, all right, let's go see what this Erling Haaland guy can do.
Yeah.
I
So
mean,
much fun.
can't wait to watch that guy just blast soccer balls into the net.
I mean, that
constantly.
nutmeg he had the other night is one of the greatest sporting things I think I've seen. I mean, that was
Incredible.
so cool. I mean, I better not say that, but I mean, kicking it, the nutmeg in that guy between the legs.
You
that
might
were
nutmeg tonight.
I may nutmeg tonight. Who knows? Yeah, it is Tuesday. It's for the kids.
But
My
yeah,
daughter did walk in the room the other day. She goes, "Can we get rid of the whipped cream?" I'm like, "No,
It's still there.
we just left it. We haven't moved it."
816, we can play basketball in our driveway, but you can't play soccer unless it's organized. That is the extremely false.
I disagree with that.
Soccer is the best sport for that. That's why it's the
Absolutely.
most popular sport in the world. That is not the
Absolutely,
reason.
You just go to a park.
You just go to a park. Kids
Yeah.
will play- all you need to play soccer is a ball.
Yeah.
That's
the best thing about it.
And in basketball, you actually need a hoop to play. In soccer, you don't. You just need a field, and you can set up a couple of milk cartons. I've seen kids in Europe playing soccer on the streets, on cobblestone streets, with no goals, no nothing. They're just kicking the ball around, and they're just playing. So to that text, I totally disagree with that. Basketball is much harder to have to play because you got to find a court, you got to find a hoop. And with soccer, you got a ball, you got a backyard, you can play soccer.
Exactly.
This is what it's about now. That's faster. You might be out on the World Cup. I hope not. There's still some cool storylines in the game, but I am out on this person on Twitter because I'm pretty sure it's a robot here on 96.5 The Fan. You're home for Kansas City Sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, my family, your family, everybody's family, we're all busy. It doesn't matter what time of the year it is. You've always got stuff going on, and getting to Hy-Vee may be a little difficult. As much as I love going to Hy-Vee a couple of times a week, sometimes we've just got so much going on, whether it's a charity golf tournament, whether it's swimming, whether it's soccer. We've always got stuff we're doing, and Hy-Vee helps us out when we need them the most. Right now with Hy-Vee, they've got pickup and delivery, and it's so easy. Just download the app or go to Hy-Vee.com. Choose your store, select your items, and Hy-Vee will do all of the shopping for you. All I have to do is pick up my order or have it delivered to my home, which is free, by the way, with my Perks Plus membership. So Hy-Vee's doing it all. You can save time, save money. What could be better? Only at Hy-Vee.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Jay Southland Tow helped us out a couple of weeks ago when my daughter got into her car accident, and it was the first phone call that we made. I said, I'm going to get on the line, and I'm going to call Jay's Southland Tow. And in 15 minutes, they were there to help us. In fact, one of their safety advisors arrived first and helped my daughter, comforted her, took her through the whole situation, and told her it was going to be okay. Then the tow truck arrived. They got the car out of there, right to the mechanic for us. Jay Southland Tow is awesome. Then when we needed a car, we talked to Jay Southland Tow. What do you got out there? Jay Southland Tow is constantly helping people all over Kansas City. And it doesn't matter where you are, north, south, east, or west, Jay Southland Tow Service is just a phone call away. And they're great for bringing your boat or your camper down to the lake or the campsite or wherever you need it. So what I want you to do is put this number in your phone. So when you have car trouble, you call Jay Southland Tow. 816-779-4TOW or at southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments and Tammy from the West, and it's Jay Southland Tow. There's nothing they can't do, so be in the know and use Jay Southland Tow.
What do parents think of back to school at Staples, where 24-pack Crayola crayons are just 50 cents?
Staples has folders, notebooks, and pens at great prices.
I'm smiling from ear to ear.
It's the most wonderful time.
Mom, I missed the bus of the year.
It's a wonderful time at Staples, where school supplies start at just 25 cents. Staples.
That was easy.
Visit your local Staples today or shop online and in the app. Ends 9/12. Exclusions apply.
This July is America's 250th birthday, so declare your independence from low testosterone at Low T Center. Start with a free T-test, stay on treatment for 90 days, and receive $250 back. It's the Low T Center 250 for 250 offer. FixMyLowT.com and book your free T-test. That's FixMyLowT.com.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is out here changing the game. Because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel's Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. If your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. Your bet stays alive, keeping you in the action longer. So if you're still in it until the final whistle, Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. So visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the game page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or an injury, your bet will automatically transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. So go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer on FanDuel. FanDuel Sportsbook is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 and present in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/team. That's ZipRecruiter.com/team.
ZipRecruiter. Baseball season is in full swing, and that means the summer heat is coming. The guys at Climate Control have been serving KC homeowners for over 35 years, and they know how to get your cooling system ready to handle our scorching hot summer weather. Stay cool and comfortable this summer. Call Climate Control today at 816-265-2830. 816-265-2830 for all your cooling, heating, and plumbing needs. Don't wait. Visit ClimateControlKC.com today. Climate Control Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Even on weekends and holidays, Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric shows up. Expect reliable HVAC plumbing or electric service. Plus, enjoy $500 off a new HVAC system this summer. Schedule your free consultation at AnthonyPHCE.com.
Hey, this is Trey Smith, and you're listening to your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLInjuryLaw.com.
Brought
Brought to you by Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric on the Missouri side. 35 southbound from Missouri 152 into downtown is a 12-minute trip. Home issues rarely happen at a convenient time. When HVAC, plumbing, or electrical issues happen, you need a team that shows up, even on weekends and holidays. Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric shows up with flexible financing. Comfort is always within reach. Plus, enjoy $500 off a new HVAC system this summer. Scheduled today at AnthonyPHCE.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Messi plays today, right? Like 11 o'clock? I
think so.
The games are early, right? 11 and 2?
I think that's right.
Early games today, huh?
Yeah, I believe it's 11 and 2. I think that's what the promo said last night on the halftime of the American game.
Yeah, 11 and 3 today.
11 and 3.
11 and 3.
Argentina,
like
Egypt, Switzerland, Colombia.
Why no night games today?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's that way on Friday, too, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe it's better television for the European audience, quite honestly, is probably why we're doing something.
Well,
like
and then you're
that,
going to
right?
get down to just like one game a day.
Yes.
Because Thursday, 3 o'clock, France, Morocco.
That's it.
And then Friday is Spain, Belgium.
Yeah.
But get ready for Saturday, baby.
And then Saturday's Norway, England. My guy.
Yes.
Holland.
Who are you going to root for?
Damon Targaryen. Now I got some
was gonna
DoorDash cash on the England team.
Yeah, that's been your team to pick.
Yeah,
You're obviously a Kane guy. Who isn't? Everyone loves Harry Kane.
Big Harry Kane guy.
He's amazing.
Yeah. But, yeah, it's...
So there will be a second game on Saturday, too. I guess that'll be the winner of
tonight.
One of these games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
At 8.
And then, and because that's what the start of the quarterfinals.
That's
right?
the one that's here,
Saturday's
right?
the beginning.
8 o'clock game.
July 11th is
Yeah,
the one.
Saturday,
Yep.
Which is weird because the teams that played yesterday play on Friday. The teams that play on Sunday play on Saturday. Yeah, it's strange, and I'm sure Goodell got involved with that, and, they sold that game to Tubi or something to kind of sell this whole thing off.
Yeah.
I saw an article yesterday that in Brazil, they're streaming the World Cup for free, and somebody's like, see, the World Cup is being streamed for free in Brazil. I'm like, it's on Fox in the United States. Every game's been free. Like, don't sit here and try to tell me that, Brazil is doing it better because they're streaming every game for free when legitimately every game has been on free television that you've wanted to watch. A couple on FS1, but the majority have been on Big Fox.
So before we get into Dove's,
get bent
cancellation from Dusty Likens, I had a weird theory yesterday that I threw around with some friends. Would you be for or against? Real quick conversation, because I know it's going to go one way or the other dramatically. Would you be for or against college football and NFL switching days?
I'd be for that, 100%.
Like NFL on Saturday instead of Sunday,
no
college
question.
football on Sunday?
Absolutely. Switch days, no question.
No.
You wouldn't do it?
No.
Couldn't break it?
Not even a minute would I think twice about that. I love
you think
that.
about
It
it.
would ruin college football.
Okay. You think it would?
See, you're
I
more
think
into college football than I am. So,
and I'm obviously way more an NFL guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I would want both to be great, and both are great now. And I think that would not ruin, but it would greatly taint the college football product.
I don't disagree with that. I think people would lose the college vibe, I think, being on a Sunday, because you'd have the NFL on Saturday. Probably, all right, the weekend's over now, forget about it. Maybe, I don't know. That's kind of the way that I feel.
I'm just thinking about the atmospheres. Like, I'm just thinking about the kids aren't going to be the same on a Sunday night.
On a Sunday night than they are on a Saturday night. And that's a good point. You're thinking of it that way. I'm thinking of it from my standpoint. We're having Saturday NFL games for the job that we do.
Oh, yeah. 10 times out of 10.
Yeah.
And from that instance, yes, I agree with that.
And that's where I'm thinking. I'm not thinking about the pageantry of. I didn't even consider any of that. I'm thinking selfishly on this. I'm like, hell yes, give me all the Saturday
I thought about
games.
Volunteers and me as a student and waking up on a Sunday I'd be like, no.
Yeah, you're right. From a student standpoint,
party hard
suck.
Friday night. You wake up, you get going at 10 a.m. Saturday for a 2 o'clock game.
Now you don't have to get up early on Saturday. You can party hard on Friday.
That's true.
Which we know in college, you party hard on Thursday.
Yeah, Thursday,
you don't
Friday,
party on
Saturday
Friday in college unless you're me and you're a degenerate and go play darts for drinks.
Thursday, Friday,
But
Saturday.
I mean, if you think about it, be kind of interesting, Like,
it would.
I don't know enough of the schedule and timing of college football, but I feel like there's not a ton of night games.
What do you think atmospheres at NFL games would be if they were at noon and 3 on Saturday instead of noon and 3 on Sunday?
Electric.
I think it would be an insane
awesome.
environment.
Pretty fun conversation.
Yeah,
Like-
but keeping NFL games on Sunday, guys, is probably saving us from ourselves, because people would walk into every NFL game on a Saturday going, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to get up and go to work tomorrow. I've got all day Sunday to recover and recuperate and relax and watch some college games on the tube if I wanted to. So from a standpoint of what we do, yeah, Saturday NFL games would be outstanding.
Our guy Aussie just let us know that we're looking at the teams. Could be Argentina versus Colombia, which we forget. That is a massive rivalry.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
My friend was at the Colombia-Ghana game over here in Arrowhead and at the Kansas City Stadium. And in the concourse, because the Argentina game, as you guys know, went to extras and was crazy against small team Cape Verde, and Ghana is in the concourse going crazy watching Argentina, waiting because they can just to see TVs, rooting against Argentina wholeheartedly. I really hope it's Argentina and Colombia. That would be
be good. Yeah, that's a great rival.
Yes.
Yeah. I wonder what the ticket value would be for that.
What do you think it was an hour before the game time yesterday? Cheapest ticket to get in?
I'm going to guess about $2,000 maybe.
In Seattle? Mm-hmm. $3,500.
$1,900.
Wow.
Nice.
Just
80.
to get in.
Just to get in.
Yeah.
How old Sylvester Stallone? 80.
Yeah.
So I know a couple years ago we did the cancellation of Aaron Rodgers. We're like, we're just done talking about this guy. I'm not following Dove Kleinman anymore. That's not a human being.
Get bent.
The profile picture is cartoon. I've never seen what this guy actually looks like. I don't think it's a real person. And the reason why, and where I have decided to clip Dove, he said, here's the 2026 tight end rankings. Just going to save you the time. Travis Kelce's not on the list, and he listed 14 tight ends.
I just don't understand how that's possible.
14.
I can't name 14 tight ends in the league. Nobody can, right? And you're going to put together a list of 14 tight ends and not have Travis Kelce on the list?
Got Greg Dulcich.
Who? Yeah, Greg Dulcich. He's the tight end for the Dolphins.
Yeah, never heard of that guy.
What about Jake Ferguson?
Yeah, I've heard of that name. He sounds like a heating. Go through these names. I'll tell you who they really are. Jake Ferguson he's a Jake Ferguson Plumbing, Heating, and Air.
Okay, he's Bob Vance's prodigy.
Yeah. He apprenticed under Bob Vance. Yeah.
All right, so I guess I will give you the list. Number 1 is Brock Bowers.
Okay, he's a tight end. Yeah.
Tyler Warren.
Okay.
Team.
Raiders.
Colts. Bowers is Raiders.
Bowers. Raiders.
Okay. Trey McBride.
Yeah. Cardinals. I
Met
like
him.
Yeah.
You taught him the move.
Yeah, that's right.
That's why he's
taught
up
him the
there.
move.
Yeah.
Colson Loveland.
I don't know him. He sounds like he could be an accountant.
He's very, very good.
Is he
Yes.
better than Travis Kelce, though?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
Let me ask Mac for the next name.
I hope Travis Kelce has 1,000 yards.
Is it Chig?
This is Chig Okonkwo.
Okay, and he's the feared player on the list.
This is ridiculous. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Who?
Yeah, Chig's been in the league for now 5 years. He played on the Titans. This is a guy who, I've
fifth best tight end.
Yes, stop.
Who?
Stop.
This is like, and no offense, Jason, because you know I love you. But this is like people say, well, Jason Dunn is the best blocking tight end, and putting him on a list ahead of Travis Kelce.
Sixth is George.
Jason Dunn was an amazing blocking tight end, but he even knows he's not better than Travis.
Yeah.
Sixth is George Kittle.
Okay. Kind of low, but.
Seventh is Isaiah Likely.
What? He's likely to make an impression for the Giants this year.
Yeah.
Likely to get both feet in bounds.
Number 8 is my my number 1 pick in fantasy at tight end, Harold Fannin Jr.
Yeah, he's good.
He's solid. Rookie last year. Really came up on the scene.
Did he used to work with CDOT?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Number 9 is Kyle Pitts. Number 10 is Jake Cavender.
Kyle Pitts is like the Christian Pulisic of tight ends.
There you go.
No, he's better. Jake Ferguson,
Who?
10.
Pulisic or
Pitts.
Pitts.
Sam Laporta. Yeah, because Kyle Pitts actually scores.
Yeah.
Jake Ferguson, 10. Sam Laporta, 11. This guy's never even played a second in the NFL. He's on the list. Kenyon Sadiq.
He's not played in the league, but he's better than Kelce.
Yeah, the tight end out of Oregon that went to the Jets. Tucker Kraft. He's the guy from Something About Mary. That's actually a pizza boy named Norm.
Yeah.
And then, Greg Dulcich. He's the 14th.
Dulcich. Yeah. He played on the Broncos for a couple years. Thought he
Yeah,
was
he
going to be
did.
good.
I don't understand
And now he's
that
not.
list. That's
So
like,
we're done with Dove, man. Dove's
get out of
bro.
here, man.
That's rage bait right there.
Well,
Not
that's-
range bait. That's rage bait.
That's stupid bait. I mean, because you look at you got a guy who's never played in the league that's on this list ahead of Kelce. Was he thinking Ed Kelce maybe, and the Travis maybe retired, or however they come up with these lists? But again, I mean, you put Travis on this list, and nobody gives it the attention that it's probably getting because you left Travis Kelce off this list. And people are quick to run Travis down and say he's done and washed and move on from this guy. I hope to hell Travis goes out there this year and has 1,000 yards, man. I really do, just for his sake. Just go out there and dominate Travis and make all the Carringtons out there say that you aren't washed and you are still the top tight end in the NFL. And you still are that guy that when a big play needs to be made and I'm Patrick Mahomes, yeah, I'm still looking for you because you still got that. When that's done and it's over and we move on, fine. But until that day happens, Travis Kelce's still one of the best tight ends in this league.
This is your list of tight ends per stats. Where they ranked last year in 2025. Number one, Trey McBride, disgusting year, 1,200 yards, 11 touchdowns. He's their target, number one guy, right? Number two is Kyle Pitts. Number three was Juwan Johnson, not on the list. Number four was Travis Kelce. Number five, Tyler Warren. Number six.
Is this just yards?
This is just kind of everything, I think. I mean, they're going by yards, and they're also going by, like, routes ran. So, like, Trey McBride ran 699 rounds.
Oh, my God.
Travis Kelce ran 586.
That's a lot.
Okay?
I mean, you don't realize how much. That's a lot, guys. Man.
Second most in the league of tight ends.
But
again,
number needs to go down.
Like, Dallas Goedert wasn't on the list. You had Hunter Henry not on the list.
Yeah, Hunter Henry had a great year.
Great year.
He wasn't on the list, was he?
No. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Brenton Strange, he was good
was
last year.
Bringingstool on this list?
No Bringingstool, my
I'm surprised
guy.
he's not.
Get ready for him.
AJ Barner wasn't on that list. Good year last year. I think Theo Johnson's a good tight end. If that's the list,
I think
put
the
him.
separate conversation here is tight ends are deeper than maybe we give it credit for.
Yeah, they really are.
The tight
And
ends
yet
are getting
Travis
better.
is still in the upper
And
echelon of them.
And he's still fending everybody off. He's still fending everybody off when it comes to who's better than Travis. He's like, I'm still the fourth best tight end at 38 or however old he is.
So I guess if you want to take that for what it's worth, but that's just the absolute BBL stinky of a list.
Trash.
The NFL Top 100 is slowly but surely coming out, whether you knew this or not. I know the World Cup has probably taken a lot of your attention, or summer vacation, or what I would consider the number one factor. It's stale.
It's stale. It's fatigue.
It's whatever. Like, okay.
We've done remember when it first came out and we were all glued to every week wanting to know who was going to be on that list and all of this kind of stuff? I feel like they haven't promoted it as much as they used to promote it too, because I think, it is. It's kind of stale right now.
They just kind of take it for granted, right?
Yeah.
And Travis Kelce is the 79th ranked player on the top 100. I believe it was, 36 a year ago.
Wow.
And just one of those Carrington Harrison sayings, life equals fast.
Yeah, it does. It comes at you really fast,
This
man.
is where he's at. He's, 36 years old now? Or 36? Is that what he's? Yeah, 36, married, probably his last year. I'm not going to say that it is because I don't know. But, 79th best player. We know Mahomes will be in the top 100. We know Creed and Trey are already in the top 100. Travis is in the top 100. That's what we know so far, right? Those are the four that we think that we have. We know Mahomes in the list. It just hasn't been revealed yet.
For sure.
That'll be another one where it'll be like, Mahomes is the 21st best player.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll
Be in the 20s this year, right? Yeah.
Does Chris Jones make this list?
100%.
Yeah.
I think so.
So you have 5?
He'll make it in the top 40.
You think in the top 40? See, I was going to say top 60.
You got to remember what this list is about.
Player votes.
Player votes. Yeah. Respect. Chris Jones is respected. And I mean,
why is Travis Kelce 79?
Because he's respected. Dove Kleiman isn't who we're talking about. We're talking about players.
I know, but I think 79's low is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, he has deteriorated a little bit.
So is Chris Jones based on last year.
Based on last year, not based on the last 2 or 3. And if really, it's kind of funny because those numbers, 36 should be this year, 79 should have been last year.
Yeah.
He had a much better season last season than compared to 2 years ago when he did starting to look washed and he kind of revived himself. But yeah, I think Chris Jones is at worst the 4th best defensive tackle in the league. I think he'll be a top 40 in the top 100.
Yeah, okay. We'll see.
I hope so.
But you know what, Mac? If he is, then he needs to play that way. I mean, I can't have Chris Jones with all these young guys on this defensive line. I can't have Chris Jones be the Chris Jones that he was last year. I got to have Chris Jones taking the leadership role on this defensive line, not necessarily by words or anything like that, but by action. I need him to be that leader because if Chris Jones goes out there and plays to that level that he's capable of doing, everybody else on that defensive line will see success as well.
Yeah, I think he'll be, I'm going to guess he's going to be around 50 to 55. Because I think if you also look at position, I think that's probably why Travis Kelce is at 79, because we just went over the depth of tight end. You're going to see a lot of these guys start to fill out in the 30s and 40s. And I think when you look at the defensive line position, I think a lot of people would tell you when you look more into like the stats that you don't care about, the ones that don't jump out on the page, like pressure rate and double team and stuff like that. If that's the case, then he's still getting respected, which means the players are going to know that. And they're going to be like, yeah, Chris is still getting double teamed. He's still putting these pressure numbers. Yep. He just ain't got nobody on the other side with him. Yeah. That's why the draft is what it was, right? You got to do something to help Chris Jones out because they're just going to say, we're going to double this guy. And we know this Karlaftis guy can't beat anybody one-on-one. So what are we doing here? So I think players recognize. I could see him being like 62nd to 53 in that window. Okay. I think that's still fair.
What was he? Do you guys know what he was last year?
I don't know what he was.
Do you want to guess?
26.
I'm going to guess 42.
It's number 12.
Wow.
Okay.
It's number 12.
Okay. And he did not live up to that last year, but nobody did on the team last year.
No one did on the team.
No, there's not one player that you can look at from last year's team and go, God, that guy stood out last year.
Oh, he was great.
Yeah.
What a season.
Do we even the kicker stunk? The punter wasn't that great.
Josh Simmons, when he was on the field, looked
but
good,
it was a very limited sample size.
And
we all believe that Josh Simmons is going to be just fine, but based on what we saw last year, you can't sit there and go, oh my God, yes, I can guarantee that. But there's nobody you're walking away from last year going, man, that guy got better over the last year, right? It just didn't happen last year for whatever reason. And so if Chris Jones is getting these double teams, right, let's say he is on every play, then that's where somebody else has to step up. And then the onus falls on to them, whether it's Norman Lott, whether it's Gelati, whether it's Woods, whether it's the guy from Oklahoma rushing around the end, whether it's George Karlaftis, whether it's FAU. I'm throwing out every name out there that we have on this defensive line. These are now the guys. If Chris Jones is truly getting double teamed on every other play, then somebody is going to be one-on-one, and somebody has to win those one-on-one battles.
Either way, they're going to have 5 to 6 players in the top 100, which I still think is impressive because that means the game still respects the game, right? And according to ESPN, the Chiefs have the 12th projected best roster in the NFL next year. You look at where they have people starting and what they have for the offense: Mahomes, Walker, Rice, Worthy, Thornton, Kelsey, Gray, Simmons, Suamatia, Creed, Trey, Jalen Moore. That's your offense, right? Whether people want to believe there's a question at right tackle and all that sort of stuff, that's going to be, you always say this, Bob, the low-hanging fruit conversation that the league will have. And to be honest with you, that's a really damn good problem to have, that your number one question going to camp is, well, who's going to play right tackle?
Off a team that went 6-12 last year,
because
whatever it was.
To me, that's the equivalent of being like, man, who's going to be the fourth man in the rotation for this baseball team this year?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you got 3 frontline starters?
Maddox, Smoltz, and Glavin. Who's our fourth?
Yeah.
Steve Avery.
That's right. And he would have been a 2 somewhere else.
Right,
so, and then your defensive side, Jones, Tonga, Woods, Karlaftis, Gelati, Bolton, Tranquil, Delane, Sneed, what is it, Kohu? Is that how you say it?
Kohu.
Kohu. And then Gilman, Alohi Gilman. And then Shamari Connor. So maybe the underlined conversation that should be talked about is, how's the secondary going to perform this year? Maybe punt on the right tackle. I think your secondary is your question that you go into this season. You have a rookie starting, a second-year player in Noel Williams.
Yeah, who they don't list as a starter here.
Right, which look back on this list in about 8 weeks into the season, that'll be your starter. But again, you trust in the linebackers in Bolton and Tranquil? You like those guys in the middle?
Trust, excited about all 3 different questions, right?
True.
Trust, hell yeah. Excited about? Meh.
What about your safeties? Gilman.
I like Gilman a lot.
And Shamari Connor. Because I feel like, fellas, we're going to watch one game. Maybe it's Monday night. Say they win, but they win in a close game. Let's say it's 31-27, right?
Which is, it's going to be something like that.
And all of a sudden it's going to be like, yeah, we won that game, but man, I have questions about our secondary because when we get to weeks 10, 11, 12, and 13, when it gets brutal, these guys better show up or they're going to get cooked all year. That's where I'm worried about the team at the most. Not saying there's any worries yet because I haven't seen them in training camp or know what the roster actually will be. But judging by ESPN and what they project the roster to be as the 12th best, secondary looks a little suspect to me.
Yeah, and I think also, too, though, again, remember, that's the Spags defense the first couple of weeks. We will not like what we see in the first 2 games from this defense. I'm telling you right now, you will not like it. Oh, my God, this defense stinks. No, it doesn't. Takes time, takes at least 8 quarters to move this thing forward. It always works that way with new guys in the SPAG system. So we judge after the first 8 quarters. We judge beginning like October 1st. If this defense isn't playing good by October 1st, then, that's obvious questions that we're going to have and concerns that we need. But also having the 12th best roster, 14 teams make the playoffs. That's a playoff roster right there. And that needs to be the expectation, and that should be the result this year.
And good catch on the text line. Ken Walker III will be in the top 100. And he's technically a member of the Chiefs. So they'll get
Definitely.
6-7 players in that top 100. It is Tuesday. It was a tough night for the United States men's team. So you'll see a lot of that coming up next on Tough Tuesday here on Fescoe and Dusty on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you hear the news lately, the population of ticks is at an all-time high. We're looking at mosquito bites going out there, getting everybody. But if you call my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control, you won't have to worry about that this summer because you have the mosquito dome over your yard like we do. And we think it is so important to make sure that all of those bugs are taken care of this spring, this summertime when we're sitting outside. Nobody wants the mosquito bites, and you also want to keep your dog free of all those ticks and fleas. The mosquito dome from Aspen Lawn and Pest Control can do just that. And then you can sit outside and enjoy your beautiful yard that Aspen created especially for you, just like they did for us. They took our awful yard and turned it into the best looking lawn on the block. We absolutely love a relationship with Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. And they have college educated professionals that know how to grow the best lawns in Kansas City. Right now, they're going to give you a free estimate and up to half off your first application when you mention this ad. So visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
Kansas City, July is a time to think about freedom, not just as a celebration, but as a choice. Freedom from feeling stuck.
Centric gives people the freedom to pursue a meaningful and fulfilling career path forward without putting your life on hold, because you can build practical IT skills through hands-on, instructor-led training with strong employer connections right here in the Kansas City region.
So this summer, choose Forward Motion. Centric, practical IT training, real opportunity. Visit centric.com to get started today. CENTRIQ.com.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Spreadsheets, clunky software, 100 different logins just to run your business? Ah.
There's a better way. Odoo. One simple, connected platform that handles sales, inventory, accounting, and more, so you can focus on growing, not juggling. Make the switch today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. With a huge variety of metals in stock, we can help no matter what job comes your way. And we cut to size, because just like taxes and BS, we think metal is better when cut. Metal Supermarkets, the convenient stores for metal. Find a store or shop online at metalsupermarkets.com.
While the world watches the stars at the FIFA World Cup this summer, Hyundai has its eyes on the next generation of talent. The future stars who are already turning heads at age 14. Because next doesn't wait for an invitation. And neither do we. Hyundai has always moved the future within reach. We did it when we made advanced safety standard on every vehicle and engineered EVs with ultra-fast charging capability. Because the future isn't some far-off concept. It's already here. Next starts now. Hyundai, an official partner of FIFA.
Today's match day preview is presented by Fanatic Sportsbook. Download the Fanatic Sportsbook app today. Winning hits different here. They matched up 4 years ago in the semifinals of the World Soccer Championship, and they will meet again in the quarterfinal as France will take on Morocco in Foxborough, Massachusetts. And after surviving Mexico, England will take on Norway in the quarterfinals in Miami. France is still your heavy favorite to win the title at plus 180, with only 3 games left to win. England's odds have dropped to plus 550 after their dramatic win in Mexico City. Norway are still 16-1 to win the trophy after their upset against Brazil, and Morocco are 28-1 to win it all, with markets giving them a 10% chance to reach the final match. This has been your official Odyssey Sports Match Day preview, brought to you by Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Listen in ahead of each match day for the latest betting insights from Fanatics all tournament long.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by Connolly Plumbing Solutions, your neighborhood plumber. ConnollyPlumbingSolutions.com. Missouri side in Belton, 49 northbound with an accident reporting past 163rd Street. Off again, on again. Heavy traffic coming up from Missouri 58. Connolly Plumbing Solutions, your neighborhood plumber. This month offering a camera inspection and diagnosis of your main sewer for only $129. If you haven't used Connolly yet, they would love to win you over. Visit ConnollyPlumbingSolutions.com to schedule. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Not that this is a tough Tuesday segment, but for those of you that love you some Garth Brooks, boy, is he just about to break the internet. The wait is over. Garth Brooks is kicking off the Blame It on All My Roots tour.
Is he? Awesome.
Tickets go on sale Friday, July 17th at 10 a.m. Eastern at Ticketmaster.com. First stop is Indianapolis, Indiana, as Garth Brooks has announced he will do a stadium or a arena tour.
Arena tour.
So you know he's coming to Kansas City.
I was going to say, has he scheduled the dates yet for Kansas City? Do we know?
I'd have to look. I just know that he's announced that the first tour stop is Indianapolis. So I know there's a lot of people that if he comes to town, you just go. He's the only one with banners at the T-Mobile Center. Only one. 9 of them, actually, I'm pretty sure. Binkley loves to bring that up about the T-Mobile Center.
Yeah.
This was Garth's announcement. You tell me if it's Garth Brooks or Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh, yeah. How long's it been, old girl? 30 years? Oof. Little dusty. You know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time we put you back to work.
Yeah. So Garth's going back on tour.
The only two that it looks like they have released are those Indianapolis ones.
So is it going to do multiple shows at multiple nights in multiple cities?
I would guess, yeah. Full-scale return to the arenas that made him a legend, featuring the return of the iconic drum pod and the production that changed live music forever. The tour kicks off with back-to-back nights in Indianapolis, August 21st and 22nd.
Yeah, I bet he comes to Kansas City.
I would imagine.
For at least 2 shows.
At least, right?
And I'm sorry, Coach. I apologize. Garth Brooks has 2 banners.
Do you think that, what did he play when Sprint Center opened? 7 straight nights or something like that?
Didn't he play 9 shows?
Was it 9? Was it 7 and 9 days or something? Or 9 and 7 days or something?
He took 1 or 2 nights off. I think he played 4 straight, night off, 2, night off, and then did 2 more.
Then did 2 more?
I think so.
Okay.
I could be wrong about that because I know he was flying back and forth to Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
And all that. So I went to night 3. Which was crazy because I remember standing outside the line at 7th Heaven in Blue Springs.
But you weren't standing outside the fire.
Nope. We called him weak. But we went to 7th Heaven, and I remember that. I was
Great song.
And we stood outside of the doors, and they just gave everybody tickets right? Like little, like that you get like at a carnival. And then some guy just drew one out of a bucket, and it was like, I think like 54. And I was ticket 68. Okay? And I went to the third show. That's how fast they were going.
Wow.
And the thing was, because Garth is a G,
yeah,
$25 a ticket.
Yeah.
So my stepdad's like, hey, here's some money in your account. Get 12 tickets. I was like, okay. And like we went, first show sold out like that. We're like, my buddy's dad that was with me at the time was like, don't worry.
And he just kept adding
And it was
shows.
like, they're doing show 2. Line moved like 5 people. Show 2 sold out. We get kind of like next to the door, like, get in there. I bought my tickets. He was right in front of me, and we were 12 rows apart.
Oh, my God. Wow.
That crazy,
yeah.
man. Yeah.
That is wild, yeah.
Yeah, 9 shows.
9 shows he played. So how many do you think he does at Sprint Center right now?
I think he'll do 4.
Okay.
I would guess. That would be where I'd set the bar. But it is a Tuesday. It is tough Tuesdays for certain individuals. Mine is that geek of a goalie for the United States team, Matt Freese. David's brother.
Yeah, David's brother. Yeah.
David, much better story for him. But what the hell? Like, you had, like, when Tillman got that deflection from that nerd that subbed in and went right off his dome and went in, I was like, all right, 2-1. That's what we needed.
Yep.
Tillman's a freaking dog, man. He's got that free kick down. And then shortly after, that goalie was doing, I don't know what, like, came out to try to get, and then I was like, all right, that's all. I'm not Debbie Downer ever, right? Like Mahomes is giving me, and Perez in the wild card game is giving me reason to just shut up, sit back, and wait till the clock hits 0. But when I saw that move and that crowd in Seattle go almost quiet, I was like, oh boy, I don't know what this guy was doing. Total geek status. Free should have froze back in the position that he should have been in. But that goal was like the squash of the bug of momentum, at least in my opinion. After that, because then was it before that or after that when Pulisic had the injury? And then I think it was right before that. And then they scored that goal that was an own goal because our guy tried to kick it out, but it went right into the goal. And it was like, all right, Pulisic doesn't care anymore because he's hurt, doesn't want to play. This just happened with our goalie. Panic is set in. I've seen this before. This isn't going to be a good recipe. Final score 4-1, Nixon 6.
Yeah, and that's the moment where my daughter looked at it and goes, all right, we're done here. You got the goalie running around aimlessly like a chicken with his head cut off. I mean, what was going on? I've never seen something like that, man. Panic at the disco.
Missed the ball, man.
Missed the ball.
Missed it.
I mean, like
missed the boat.
He had no. I don't think he had any idea where he was on the field. I mean, the only thing that I've seen worse in a professional level game like that is when Daniel Jones fell. And nobody was around him, right? Like, how does that happen? How is that goalie wandering almost to midfield like that?
Yeah, that was insane.
It was a bad game from the jump for this team. They just looked not prepared.
Yeah, I agree. I didn't think they came out fired up. Pochettino could answer for that.
I think they came out and just got absolutely, like, slapped in the face. They're like, oh, man, this team's way better than what we played before. So that's my tough Tuesday, is that Matt Freese guy.
Yeah, I'll go Darren Peterson doubters. This is 2 games, and he's just showing you who he is. 25 points yesterday in 28 minutes, 8 for 15.
And he had what the first game, 21?
I think it was 28 points the first game or 21. Yeah, I can't remember.
So you don't need to see any more, right? Unfortunately
I'm good.
for you, yeah.
No, I'm good. And he had 5 or 6 assists first game. He had 12 assists last night. 8 turnovers in his first game, so that was the only bad negative. 2 turnovers last night. Cam Boozer had a night as well. But if you're still doubting Darren Peterson, which, of course, I've got to reply on my tweet, it's Summer League. That's fine. Mm-hmm. You'll be saying, oh, it's regular season. And then the playoffs will happen. There'll be a play-in team, or there'll be a 6 or 7 seed. They'll be right there. And then you'll see Darren Peterson do it against better competition in the playoffs. You can keep doubting him. He's going to be one of the best scorers in the NBA off the jump. And I heard on a podcast, an NBA exec said that they think that he'll be a top 10 player in 2 seasons.
Top 10.
People are starting to believe this.
Yeah, top 10 player in 2 years. That's pretty good for Darren.
Is he going to be your Dusty Likens, Jack Caglione?
I've never been more in on a prospect in any sport other than maybe Caleb Williams.
Or Jason Tatum?
Yeah, but I wasn't.
What about Larry Bird?
Not like a prospect, before he's into the pros. Tatum, I wasn't like. I was really excited when they drafted
he's like
him.
a local dude, went to Duke, I mean, maybe not local, but St. Louis.
St. Louis, yeah.
Maloney.
Yeah, I'd say recently, those 2, Peterson and Caleb Williams, I'm all in.
Yeah, it's funny when you're in on somebody and you just know that they're going to be good and you know they're going to be special. Darren Peterson, you could see it at KU. And again, KU fans, I understand. I do. I get it. They don't want to hear about Darren Peterson doing great things in the NBA because it's always going to come back to, why didn't you do this for us? My Tough Tuesday goes to anybody and everybody who continues to tell me that USA Soccer is eventually going to be there and it's going to be equal with the rest of the world. I am here to say we are not in my lifetime ever going to be at the level that is equal to the rest of the world. And it's not going to happen until kids can watch television and see guys in the league in their country dominating and making good money. I was talking to somebody who works in baseball, and they're like, from baseball perspectives is what they've been told by soccer people, the MLS is like single A competition, right? You're not going to make the money here. You're not going to do all the cool things that you can if you play football, if you play basketball, if you play those sports, baseball, in the United States of America. Until our professional teams get legit and kids can see a path forward to make a great living playing soccer here in the United States, they're going to continue to go to football, to basketball, to baseball, to those sports where that they know that those are the sports where they can have a career potentially moving forward. Until soccer gets that way, we're not going to have it, and we're going to be in this endless cycle of wondering why we're never in the final 8 or the final 4 of the World Cup. It's just not our sport. Until that changes in the American culture, soccer is never going to catch on in the way that I think a lot of it wants to catch on. The problem is, and the sad thing is, Team USA has got great support, man. The support that Team USA has right now, the fans want this team to be so good, but soccer's just not set up in this country for our national team to ever, in my lifetime anyway, be that good.
You could also say that Tough Tuesday could have been the North America. Mexico, out. Canada, out. United States,
destroyed.
Out.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Tough Tuesday with those Fox announcers last night begging everybody to stay at the World Cup, even though Team USA is out. I've never seen anything like that.
I will say devil's advocate to that. The World Cup's been huge, the biggest World Cup in my lifetime. I don't know about yours.
Yeah.
There's 8 to 12-year-olds watching who maybe fell in love with soccer.
Maybe. But then you get to 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, we'll see. Absolutely.
That's always the thing.
Exactly right. Yep.
Because we do it with hockey every year, right? With the Olympics. Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Coming up on the other side, we're going to see what Carly Lloyd had to say about the U.S. men's national team, plus the lack of stars that showed out because somebody on the text line had a very funny text. It was really cool to see Leonard Fournette come in late and score for Belgium. Solid. Very well done. Coming up next here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Chiefs football. 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and fellas, I get it. Sometimes you don't want to be told the truth because you're hiding behind your emotions or your insecurities. It's fine. But you know what? The truth is, ED can ruin the moment, and nobody wants that. Not you, not your significant other, because it's not always about you. But when you're getting intimate with your partner and you aren't able to perform the way that you used to or the way that you're able to, there can really be frustrating times. But at Heartland Men's Health, they're here to settle those frustrating times. There are a wide range of advanced treatment options for every stage of ED that can help you get back to performing again. Heartland Men's Health uses advanced medical science to empower male performances with therapies that go far beyond pills. Heartland Men's Health is successfully treating men in the Kansas City area. So call them today and find out why their advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. They have an expert staff, and if you are like a lot of men, you could be having sex the day after your appointment. They have 3 locations to serve you: Overland Park, Kansas; Independence, Missouri, between Blue Springs and Lee Summit; and in North Kansas City. So call them today at 844-447-6600 or visit them at heartlandmenshealth.com.
Liberty Mutual customizes your car and home insurance. And now we're customizing this ad for your morning commute to wake you up, which could help your driving. Science says that stimulating the brain increases alertness. So here's a pop quiz. How many months have 28 days? What gets wetter as it dries? What has keys but can't open locks? If you don't want to hear the answers, turn off this Liberty Mutual ad now. 12 months, a towel, piano. Enjoy being fully alert.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
The FIFA World Cup is entering its biggest matches, and there's no better place to be than Kalshi, America's #1 prediction market platform. Look, maybe you're thinking about one of the teams that was staying here locally, Argentina, to take home it all. Right now, they're trading at a little over 19%, so a $100 trade could net you $490 in profit if they were to take the trophy home. On Kalshi, you're trading against peers in a live market, meaning there is no house. And as the probability changes, you can buy in and out of your position depending on what you think might be best for you. For a limited time, download the Kalshi app and use code TAPP, T-A-P-P, to get $10 when you trade 10. K-A-L-S-H-I, Kalshi, trade the beautiful game. 18 plus only. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply. Event contract trading involves risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Prices, values, and available markets may differ from those mentioned. For more information, see Kalshi.com/regulatory.
With the high price of new and used cars today, many drivers are choosing to keep their vehicles a lot longer. But with the average car now over 12 years old, most manufacturers' warranties have expired. I'm Danica Patrick. If your car is out of warranty, a single trip to the mechanic could cost you thousands. That's why smart drivers choose Endurance. If your vehicle is less than 20 years old, no matter the mileage, Endurance could have your car covered for the drivetrain, electrical, AC, transmission, and more. And Endurance is with you every step of the way, from filing a claim to paying the mechanic of your choice directly. And your rate won't go up no matter how many claims you file. Call Endurance now and choose the plan that fits your budget. Act now and get 1 year of elite benefits, a $2,000 value free.
For your fast free quote, call 800-291-0342. 800-291-0342. 800-291-0342.
Coverage varies by plan. View contracts and exclusions at EnduranceWarranty.com.
Almost Andy Reid here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door Summer Tune-Up. Plus, get free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door, forward and back.
RENNER. Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Trouble in downtown, 670 westbound with an accident around Main Street. Looks like only the left lane getting by. Things are stacking up quickly and delays building. Right now, 70 westbound bogs down around Prospect, but very heavy from the Paseo into downtown. 71 northbound starting to build delays heading into downtown as well. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch all your favorite shows, shorts, and clips. This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Welcome into Fescoe and Dusty.
I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
A show that, analytically, exists between 6 and 10 weekday mornings on Kansas City's only FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, buddy.
Live from the studios that brought you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Bob Fescoe and Dusty Likens.
That's where is the waters. Richards beaten out of the air. Freeze has got to get there and deal with it. He takes it down off the chest to Ketelar, knocks it away. Tim Ream can't block it. And unless video review says this is a foul from behind on Ream, it is a disaster.
Mm-hmm. Do you hear the subtlety in the background? Oh, man.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's where is the waters. Richards beaten out of the air. Freeze has got to get there and deal with it. He takes it down off the chest to Ketelar.
Oh, no. United States, the fun while it lasted. No longer in the World Cup competition due to getting beat by Belgium last night. Getting beat is kind to say how that game went. They were overmatched. I mean, the whole game, the free kick from Tillman, highlight of the night. And then the rest is history. But Carly Lloyd, very well decorated women's national soccer player, had this to say at the end of the game.
No, look, it's a bit of a downer for us being out here now after this loss. But I felt like they lost the game before they even stepped out onto the pitch. And I'm not sure why, and I don't know the reasons. But just from the beginning, just chasing, tentative, scared, just not confident on the ball. And I think big-time players, you wanted some of those big-time players to step up in big moments. And I got to be honest, I was a bit disappointed with Christian Pulisic. I think whether he wants to be the star of this team or not, we didn't see enough from him in this particular game and really the whole World Cup. Little glimpses here and there, but, aside from this loss, I think on the brighter brighter storyline, it's been a fantastic World Cup. This team has united the country. They have, gotten American fans to fall in love with them. And there is a bright future, but this is just a real disappointing loss to go out on.
Some interesting audio. Thought they looked outmatched the minute they went onto the pitch, and then Christian Pulisic. Well, what's his story now? I mean, I know Carrington at the Peanut a week ago was like, "Is he good? Like, is he as good as we say he is?" Because you ask Rob Britton, he'll give you an entire page rhetoric of why Christian Pulisic is good and what he does good. He was good in the first game they played when they beat Paraguay 4-1, and then that game, obviously, there was like the flare up with the calf that we had mentioned that he had, and like before this whole thing started. Then in the practice, he got kind of like nipped in the calf or something like that, and then he sat out the game, and then played a little bit in that game that didn't matter. And then in this game, it was like, dude, like this is your country, like that's gonna be a bad look, no matter how you want to say you were hurt or no matter what the pain was. When you put the stars and stripes on, people want to see you go out there and play until you're either dead or like you literally break something. And I think that's now going to swing that way because as we always see when there's a loss, we'll take the Chiefs as an example. When they lost to the Jacksonville Jaguars, what do we see for the next 3 days? Just video of Chris Jones laying on the ground.
Right.
And now what we're going to see is when that goal is, scored, when the goalie came up, when Freeze came up, it's like all the videos now are like, nah, this man didn't care. And it's Pulisic just like lollygagging back and then like, whatever, take me out.
Well, I think Christian Pulisic is the exact reason why Americans don't like soccer. He is the poster child for why people think soccer sucks. Because, look, man, I'm not here to compare sports, but I am here to talk about what reality is. And reality is this country watches the NFL every Sunday, Tuesday, whatever day of the week we're playing NFL games. We watch guys get hurt. We watch guys go to the sidelines, tape it up, and get their ass right back into the game. We watch guys do anything to play in an NFL game. And so that's the way that we view sports in this country. It is going to go out there against everything that's presented to you and go out there and play. We are very fortunate to have Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback. We are also very spoiled that we have Patrick Mahomes as our quarterback because every time he does something, everybody else is now held to that standard. Well, Patrick Mahomes got back in there after having his knee, turned sideways 3 weeks later. Patrick Mahomes had a bum ankle and found a way to win a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes tore his ACL and dominated on opening day the next season 6 months after he had that surgery. So every time he does something, it makes everybody else look bad, and it raises the standard of everybody else. Our standard as sports fans in this country is very high. Soccer does not present a very high standard when it comes to what we're used to as Americans in this country. We don't have the tolerance for guys like Christian Pulisic to fall to the ground and take themselves out of a major game like that and not have the opportunity to go back in. It's not like you're taking yourself out for a play to get something looked at like you are in the NFL. He's taken himself out now of 2 games in big-time situations, and the American sports fan just doesn't have the appetite for that. And until that side gets better, it's going to be hard for the American sports fan to watch a soccer player and not go, soft, flopper, do you care, when we see every Sunday guys go out there, get their brains beat in, hit a smelling salt on the sidelines, lie about what's wrong so they can shake off the cobwebs and get back out there and play. And then we see Pulisic fall to the ground. He is what Americans hate when it comes to sports.
This was Nick Wright's tweet yesterday evening. This has been the World Cup of stars carrying their teams. Our alleged star got kicked in the calf, missed a game and a half, made almost zero impact outside of the first half of the first game, and then begged out in the biggest game of his career. So utterly disappointing. I think I quote tweeted that said, we have a Lamar Jackson on the men's national team. Is that kind of the same narrative as Lamar Jackson?
I don't know that that's the same narrative as Lamar.
Overrated, doesn't show up when it matters.
But Lamar's not taking himself out of games and big situations.
He did against the Chiefs last year, didn't he? Wasn't that there? Was that 2 years ago?
When he had to poop, he took himself out of the
game.
game.
Well, that's different. I mean, we've all been there. You get hit when you got to poop. That's coming out. Your pants are soiled.
I don't know, dude. If your calf hurts, I don't know. I don't want Pulisic out there. I don't want him fighting to play out there if his calf hurts. I don't know. I'm not that guy. I mean, I want them to be fighting and I want them to be tough. But I mean, if you can't run, this is soccer. This isn't a concussion.
But we're Americans. Soccer's not our thing, right? So we compare everything to the NFL, whether it's right or wrong. It's what we've done. And we didn't used to do this. This is the last 20 years where everything now gets compared to the NFL because the NFL has gotten so big. It has taken over our lives, right? I mean, it really has. You're an NFL fan. You're talking NFL all the time. You're watching NFL games all the time. You're gambling. You've got fantasy. Like, we are invested in the NFL. That is our sport in this country. And so when we watch NFL games every Sunday and we see the toughness that guys in this league have exerted, not just recently, but since this league was founded over 100 years ago, guys playing with no helmets, leather helmets. I mean, we have been raised on athletes being tough SOBs all the time. Soccer just doesn't resonate for a lot of the American sports fans.
Which I think's nearsighted if you've watched any of these soccer games.
They've
you know
been
how
great.
physical they are.
They've been outstanding,
Physical game.
And I'm not talking about the physical nature of it. I'm talking about the flopping and the lying on the ground and leaving the games. You know, that stuff that we've talked about.
Love Josh Allen.
The American sports fan just doesn't want that.
Yep.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that, like, also, I don't know if I'm speaking for everyone, but I think if I'm speaking for the majority, is you don't really care about the men's national team until every 4 years.
That's exactly right. Just like hockey.
And so when it comes up every 4 years and then the same result keeps happening, you're now connecting like Legos or blocks, generations to the same thing. Whereas you can take the Chiefs, for example, my dad's generation, they were horrible. They weren't good.
No.
My dad always tells these stories in the 80s. You go get a $5 or a ticket and go sit 12 rows back on the 50-yard line. Not a chance today. That got broken with change in that, right? Like my generation, when I grew up, they were built on promise. Dick Vermeil comes here. Trent Green comes here. Priest Holmes. We were a team of forgotten players that became notable stars, right? Like we got Willie Rofe, and it changed the whole dynamic of that offensive line. They got Trent Green as a quarterback, changed the offense. Priest Holmes was given up on by Baltimore, changed the whole running aspect of this game. Tony Rich said, hey, this guy's better. Let's let him run. I'll block. And then, obviously, playoffs were disastrous. So then my generation was like, we'll get to the playoffs, but we won't go any further than that because it never happens. And then the generation of you, Mac, you get like the beginning of Alex Smith, right? Like you start really getting into it, and it's like, here we go again. And you and I are now connected, right? Because it's like, this is the same thing. It's just 2014, 2015, whereas mine was 02, 03, 04. So 10 years, right?
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, your kids' generation goes, wait, you guys never won in the playoffs? All we've ever done is win in the playoffs.
Well, yeah, that's
and
the new fans.
And now you've got that. But like with the United States, it's just a continuum of consistent disappointment, and it's every 4 years.
The Chiefs were a bunch of losers, nobodies, until Carl Peterson took over in December of '88. And from the time Hank Stram left after that, Super Bowl IV, to the day Carl Peterson walked in the door, they were a bunch of loser nobodies. I mean, it was a bad situation at Arrowhead. Nobody was there. Ask Jay Binkley, 30,000 fans were there. Ask George Brett, Game 7 of the World Series. He was at the Chiefs game. They were playing the Broncos. They sat in a suite. Nobody was there. They walked over to Kauffman Stadium for the game that night. Played a baseball game that night while an NFL game was just finishing up in the stadium next door. It wasn't that big a deal. And then they made the right hire. And now Carl Peterson brought in winning and expectations, and everybody expected every year good things from the Kansas City Chiefs. How we change that mindset with the U.S. men's national team, I don't know, but I do know that I think the average common sports fan in the United States, soccer is so anti of what we're used to, and I think that's why it's so hard to adjust and adapt in this country to becoming a world power, because nobody else has football in this world, right? We do, and that's our national sport, and that's what we love, and soccer is almost the antithesis of what we watch on Sundays.
Coming up on the other side, manager versus coach, plus Mac Morey takes over with one word here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Hey, it's Bobby Witt Jr., and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty on your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, my friends over at Window World are fantastic. We love our Window World windows because we know that we are going to have all of our heat stay inside and all of our air conditioning stay inside because we have strong double glass windows in our home. And not just one here or one there. We have over 30 windows from Window World. And when we needed to replace our windows a couple of years ago, we made one call, and that was to Window World and said, hey, we need new replacement windows. They came out and they did the free estimate at our home. They stood on the window to show you how strong they truly are. And Window World also gives back to the community. They're big supporters of the Dayton Moore See You in the Major Leagues Foundation, and they're also the official window of the Kansas City Chiefs. Plus, Window World windows are one of 2 windows with the Good Housekeeping seal of approval. So when you need replacement windows, there's only one phone call to make, and that's to Window World. Get your windows where we got ours. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. That's 1-800-GET-WINDOWS or windowskansascity.com. 1-800-GET-WINDOWS. It's Window World.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Hello. Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning, was online in minutes, then they showed up.
So they just came over to use the Wi-Fi?
They even brought their own devices and spell book.
You didn't give them the new Wi-Fi password, right?
No.
That's good.
I gave them our old one. Because Xfinity lets us keep the same network name and password so devices connect instantly.
What do they want Wi-Fi for anyways?
Better not to know. Plausible deniability.
Get streaming or scheming instantly with same-day Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Plus, lock in one price for the most reliable fiber-powered Wi-Fi for 5 years. Guaranteed. And see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Use of fiber coaxial cable. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
Honey, did you invite the minions over?
Well, you know how we talked about getting Wi-Fi from Xfinity?
Yeah.
I ordered it this morning, was online in minutes, then they showed up.
So they just came over to use the Wi-Fi? For what?
Better not to know.
Get online in minutes with same-day Wi-Fi from Xfinity. Plus, lock in your price for 5 years and see Minions and Monsters only in theaters. Xfinity. Imagine that. Restrictions apply. Not available in all areas. Learn more at xfinity.com/same-day Wi-Fi.
You're in charge of ordering boxes. Small boxes, big boxes, really big boxes. You're in charge of tape, labels, mailers, bubble wrap, extra bubble wrap. Just for fun. You're in charge of warehouse cleaning and safety supplies. Good thing there's Uline. Thousands of quality products for your business and warehouse needs, always in stock, ready to ship same day, and backed by Uline's legendary 24/7 customer service. Uline makes it easy because you already do enough. Uline. We warehouse for you.
Hey, this is Lauren, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's gonna add the protein that you need. The eggs with those crispy nuggets. It's the ultimate combo.
Hi, this is Maya, and a little thing I love about the hash brown scrambled burrito is that it's packed with protein. Having Chick-fil-A chicken in a breakfast burrito is just phenomenal to me. You have the chicken, you have the eggs, and then you add these hash browns. It's just complete, honestly.
Order the Chick-fil-A hash brown scrambled burrito and Simply Orange Juice on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hi, I'm Michaela, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company. You found your dream engagement ring. As a jewelry consultant, I recommend to start shopping for your wedding band 6 months before your big day. Don't worry. At Shane Company, we're here to help you find the perfect bands. Our men's and women's bands are crafted to high-quality standards, and it shows in every detail, with a stylish design and comfortable fit. At Shane Company, we'll take care of your engagement ring and wedding bands for life, because a friend wants you to say, I do, to your rings again and again. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual.
You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, it's Carter Jensen, and this is your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Downtown 670 westbound with an accident at Main Street. Left lane only getting by. Stacked up now westbound all the way back onto I-70 from about Truman. Heading 71 northbound slow into downtown from a little past 22nd. It gets quite heavy. And then heading in Belton, 49 northbound, still very slow before Missouri 58. Crawls up to 163rd with a wreck there. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
Kind of interested to see what the ratings were for last night's game. I assume high in the beginning. I would assume they would dissipate towards the end.
Yeah.
Because what did I send you the other day? It was like the average was like 24.1 and the peak was 31 million viewers in that game on Wednesday evening.
That's playoff NFL football right there, right?
Is that
that's
what that was?
Yeah. That's
I was
like
trying to
divisional
think.
round.
I was going to say, I felt like that'd be like a Sunday night football game, but like a good matchup. Not necessarily like Chiefs-Bills, but maybe I'm wrong. I thought it'd be more like that's like a Packers-Bears rating on a Sunday night football game.
I think that's just a bit higher than a good Sunday night. I think good Sunday night games are somewhere around 25, 27 million, right? 31 million.
Yeah.
31 million to me, when I hear that number, I immediately think playoff number for the NFL.
Huge number.
Yeah, probably bigger than wild card round, but I don't think it's bigger than championship weekend. But it's probably that divisional round weekend of 31 million, yeah.
Is it bigger than that Midwest storm that's getting ready to...
No.
Oh, okay.
No. I mean, that thing is that. I mean, people better look out, man. That thing is coming hard.
Yeah, New York Post really laid into it.
They really did.
Hard times coming in for Midwest. This massive storm could pound the heartland, and it is in the shape of men's wieners.
You guessed it. Like when I took a meteorology class in college because we all had to take a science, and so I was like, okay, this business meteorology makes sense. And I know how they have to diagram storms and how the way to do it because we learned how to do it. But when you diagram the storm and it looks like that, you've got to find a way to change that thing and make it something different. You can't have a phallic symbol pointed at Chicago.
Oh, man, Ohio's effed.
And there's no protection.
None.
No, dude.
None.
It's going to be raining.
Yeah.
Raining hard.
Yep.
It looks terrible.
It's raining semen. Hallelujah. It's raining. I know that I'm hard. Is this Bob Fescoe?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is. I'm going to ask you guys this because at the end of this year, if the Chiefs don't win, you two will want Andy Reid fired. And you won't be the only two that want Andy Reid fired. Why doesn't people have the same feeling for the baseball manager?
I'll edit that and say context would matter. They went 10-7 and had a good season, and Xavier Worthy was productive, and some things looked, the offense looked better, and the defense was slow. And there's context that could change that, but yeah, for the most part, yeah, I'm with you. That's the case.
Yeah,
yes.
that seems to be the case. Like, sports, we're ready to fire a football coach that's done nothing but win. But with a baseball manager, and I'm not saying Q needs to be fired because I'm not to that level because I think it's much deeper than that.
Well, and it's not happening.
Exactly. But why should Andy Reid be even considered on the hot seat based on everything that he's done versus a baseball manager when they are absolute garbage right now?
Mm-hmm. Well, they won 15-1 yesterday against a Cy Young pitcher. Right,
so,
when they put a tanking lineup out there, they win. They put a winning lineup out there.
And 9 earned runs for him.
Yeah, it was a rough first inning. As Luke Melee had a blast in the first. I mean, that guy literally is going to be in the top maybe 3 to 4 Cy Young candidates in the at the end of the season. So Mac's right. There is context to this. Andy Reid went 6-11 last year.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I get it. It sucked. It was tough, but a lot of it was Andy Reid problems. He didn't adjust with the offense. The offense fell stagnant. They didn't really improve throughout the season. And he just looked like, well, it worked in the past. Now it's not working, this year. But now he's got tons of clout to be like, hey, go out there and readjust. And they've shown signs of that. The players, it's tough. Football, like those players last year weren't really set up for success when it came to like the offensive format, I think, in my opinion, right? Like RPOs, we didn't have the running back system. We can talk about how Brett Veach drafts, but we know this team runs through Andy Reid. We just know that's who does the thing. This year for the Royals, where I get confused and what I wouldn't want to see next year with Cotrero, because we had Vern on yesterday, like, well, if it goes bad again the first half, does he go out in midseason? And it's one of those things where Vern's like, well, then, what are you doing? This is who you signed up for. This is the guy that you wanted. You know how the team runs. But, like, Vinny didn't do well. Sal's, now had 2 games where he's kind of coming around. I think now 3 home runs behind George Brett. But, like, the players they paid didn't perform. Like, Vinny didn't perform. Sal didn't perform. But now where the questions I get with Cotrero is, will next year...
Well, then that's on the GM for paying the wrong players, maybe.
I guess, but I mean, there's people in this city that were ecstatic that they gave Salvador Perez the 2-year deal, or that they extended Vinny, or they gave Michael Garcia the contract. There were. Mm-hmm. And I had questions, but again, that's not the conversation right now. But again, like... where I get confused this year with Cotrero and the analytic thing is that guys can't play because they don't want to have them hit against lefties, but 2 guys that were in your lineup that didn't hit for a lick all year continue to hit 3 and 4. That's what you can't see. Mm-hmm. And that's where I kind of draw the comparison to Andy and Cotrero is like, if we come out next year and we have Ken Walker III and they run the offense they ran last year, then I know that Andy Reid's not going to adjust. And it may be, I don't necessarily think he should be fired, but I think it should be one of those things where it's like, Andy, like, what are you doing? We went out and got Ken Walker. We have this. You've got to be able to put these guys together. You went out and, gutted your coaching staff, got Chad O'Shea, got whatever that guy, DeMarco Murray and Eric Bieniemy. You went and you actually showed us right away once the season ended, hey, we've got to get rid of these people. These coaches' names that you've never known before until we went 6-11. And now we're going to get these different players. We're going to change the dynamic of our team. But if he continues to not move forward with what they have now that has changed, then yes, you're going to have those conversations. I also think the Royals aren't a team that's used to winning a lot. And the Chiefs went on a 10-year run where it was like the only losses they ever had were in the Super Bowl and the AFC Championship game in overtime. And yes, there's the narrative that we are losing Bobby Witt's prime with how talented he is. If you want to consider him the best baseball player on the planet, I still think it might be Shohei Ohtani, but we can, nitpick there because he DHs, but he also pitches, whereas Bobby plays short, plays every day, whatever. But again, like, if they go into next year and it's still Salvador Perez, our 4-hitter, Vinny's our 3rd hitter, those are, to me, fireable offenses because you're having the same thing that didn't work last year into this year. And we know that this year has been a disastrous way. And now where we had 3 years of a pitching rotation that was kind of holding this team together for however long they could, now that pitching rotation has dissipated because Lugo may not be the same next year with age. We don't know if Michael Wacha is going to be on this team next year with the trade deadline looming. We know Chris Bubich probably won't be on this team. Cole Regas isn't going to pitch till after the All-Star game next year. And you've got Noah Cameron, who was good yesterday, but what is he? Is he a 4th starter in your rotation? He's not a guy that should be your 1, 2, or 3 right now, at least not for the foreseeable future.
So what are you saying?
What I'm saying is that if these both coaches continue to not change their ways that are drawing their teams down, then both are fireable offenses. Mm-hmm. So Andy, benefit of the doubt, this team that the Royals had last year were 82-80. It's not like they went 65-72 or whatever that would be to 162. But yes, I think there should be a conversation to be had that was probably had with Andy this offseason, which was, hey, we cannot do this anymore. We have to change. The same thing needs to be said for Cotrero this offseason. Like, this isn't working. We need to change this. And maybe you can take away the coaches and you can look at the GMs.
Well, yeah, and maybe you could potentially do that. But, I mean, I look around and I go...
But this is sports.
Yeah, it is.
2 years of unsuccessful programs get you lost your job.
No, it does. It does. But I think also,
when you had expectations.
Correct.
Yeah, right. But the Chiefs right now they're like the recovery mode is a negative term, but they're bouncing back from an off season. the Royals have basically been on a downward spiral since they got rid of Dayton. I mean, they really had the year after they lost 100 and some games. Then they took advantage of a putrid 120-loss White Sox team. Congratulations. Then took a big step backwards last year. Then took another big step backwards this year. All of the guys that they've signed to these long-term contracts haven't really produced. A lot of injuries, obviously, that's out of their control.
But you were a big favorite for Garcia, Vinny, and Sal to get those contracts.
Yeah. I thought they were the right moves at the time, but I'm not the general manager of the baseball team. You know, they
but
have
at the time you supported that.
Absolutely. Yeah. But they also have to know better than I do. That's not my job. It's irrelevant what I support.
If some idiot on the radio says, "Yeah, this is a great
move."
Or
yeah, just because I support,
like, I'm all in.
The general managers have to know more than I do, and they have to know why it's not a good move. Like Brett Veach had to know why it was the right move to trade Tyreek Hill.
Like right now, I think Brad Stevens is a complete idiot. It's his job to prove me wrong.
Right. Yeah.
And he will, hopefully.
Yeah, maybe he will prove you wrong. Absolutely. You don't know, but I mean, I just feel like we're in a mode in this town where we cut more slack for a baseball team that has done literally nothing than a football coach that has literally done everything and more than we ever could have wanted when he arrived on campus some 12 or 13 years ago. And it really just confuses the hell out of me and really frustrates me that people are so down on Andy Reid, but yet a baseball team can't get out of its own way and everybody wants to say, oh, everything's okay. Like,
I think a lot of people would agree with you wanting Q gone. No.
Yeah.
I mean, I know me personally, I've been pretty boisterous about that. I think a cleaning house for the Royals would do them a good service.
That's where I am right now. It's more than just the manager. I think it's from the top down. Like, they need a house cleaning.
Yeah. Yeah. And
because it hasn't worked.
And as far as Andy Reid's concerned, you're right. It's not fair.
Right, but it's life.
It's
where
life,
we live.
and you've got 31-year-old Patrick Mahomes. That we need to squeeze all the juice of that.
But why aren't we saying that same thing about Bobby Witt and holding them to the same standards that we're holding the Chiefs to? Like, we hold the Chiefs to a higher standard for a team that's done so much than a baseball team that hasn't done anything, basically. One blip on the radar screen in 14-15, then 24 making the playoffs, and that's it. And we hold the Chiefs to such a higher standard than the baseball team, and we're ready to make drastic changes with a football team that's been the gold standard of the NFL for the last 10 years.
I mean, to say they did nothing, they went to the ALDS, which is impressive, in my opinion. They lost to the Yankees, who went to the World Series, and lost to the Dodgers. So, I mean, there was that. They did have above 500 record. Yes, they're going to have two possibly 100-loss seasons on their record. But again, like, I don't know. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hot seats. I don't think I said it. I think what I said about Andy Reid, if they go like another season like they have with 6-11 and miss the playoffs, yeah, that's you have that conversation. I also don't think Andy Reid's ever going to get fired. I think it's going to be one of those things where like Andy Reid's decided to step down. We're never going to fire somebody that because you went to 3 straight Super Bowls, you went to 5 total. But again, when you don't perform and you have expectations, those conversations get brought up. So.
One word.
First name is blank, and he goes on a cruise. He goes on a Caribbean cruise.
Katie Holmes.
No. Ah!
Are you listening?
What's your least favorite thing about working with yourself?
Body odor. You get one word.
On the count of 3, name your favorite dinosaur. 1, 2, 3. Velociraptor.
This is one word on Fescoe and Dusty.
1, 2, 3.
Oatmeal raisin.
One word brought to you by Maloney's Sand Trap and The Landing. 3 great local spots, delicious food, cold drinks, and TVs to watch your favorite sports teams all night long. They have 3 outdoor patio seatings to enjoy the nice spring weather. And Maloney's on Tuesdays has Maloney's Stromboli. Mozzarella cheese, Italian sausage, pepperoni, green peppers rolled in pizza dough and baked crispy. Served with a side of marinara sauce for $13. Also tacos and burritos because it's Tuesday. $4.50 Mexican beers and margaritas and $6 double margaritas.
Oh, man.
At Maloney's on a Tuesday.
Woo. That Stromboli sounds good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sounds really good.
Maloney's Stromboli sounds awesome.
All right, let's start with the story. One word, USA yesterday losing 4-1 in the quarterfinals to Belgium.
The word that I'm looking for is unprepared. That's what it looked like. It looked like Team USA was unprepared for that game. They looked like they were rookies. They looked like they were playing a style of soccer they weren't comfortable in playing. So just unprepared, I thought, for that game last night.
Normal would be my one word. Go look at the track record. Every loss in the World Cup for the United States is in the round of 16, except for the year they didn't qualify.
Yeah, 8 years ago, didn't qualify. Yeah, that's fair. This is good. It's a good tweet I saw today too. If you're enjoying this USA performance, you will love Sporting Kansas City.
That is good. Yeah,
that's funny. One word, my guy Darren Peterson, 25 points yesterday in his summer league game against Cam Boozer. Cam Boozer, I can't remember exactly. He was 6 for 9, 18 points. Really good game for him.
He had a good game too. Yeah,
3 or 4 threes he was hitting. I mean, Cam Boozer was looking solid. One word on Darren Peterson.
Fun right now. There's no pressure. There's none of that. Nobody's really watching. It's summer league. He's going out there. He's dominating. It's great to see. And the better that he does, Mac, I think the bigger fan I'm going to become of his, because I'm really I'm giving him a pass for what happened to KU. I just am.
Yeah.
I just am. It was a bad situation for everybody involved. We found out more after the story. I wish they would have controlled the story at the beginning and let us know what was going on.
Yes.
But for me, I'm rooting for this kid to just go out there and dominate, because if he does, it will always be Darren Peterson of the University of Kansas.
Promising. If we're going to do it for Cooper Flagg, we should do it for Darren Peterson too. First overall pick, second overall pick, 2 games, showed out. Darren Peterson, 2 games, a showed out. It's promising.
Seen enough. Yep. 25 points, 12 assists, and 2 steals was his stat line last night. Over 50% shooting from the floor. We mentioned the U.S. World Cup. What about the rest of the World Cup? One word on the rest of the World Cup for you.
Going forward, what it's been.
Going forward,
interesting.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm excited because we still have games here in Kansas City, a game left in Kansas City. We're going to Fan Fest on Thursday, so I'm excited about that, to see that.
If you haven't gone, you should go. We just had a text this morning about someone who went for the first time yesterday and said, man, I wish I would have been doing this the whole time. So much fun.
Yeah, so we're going to go down on Thursday and check that out. But interesting is kind of the rest of the way that I would look at this, yeah.
Stars. Messi, Mbappe, Haaland, Kane.
Yep.
They're all there. I'm excited. Stars.
Yeah, today you got Egypt and who is it?
Argentina.
Yeah, Egypt versus Argentina. You got Mo Salah versus Lionel Messi. One word, NFL Top 100. Our guy Kelsey comes in at 79, I believe it was, for Travis Kelsey Top 100 last year in the mid-30s. One word.
Normal. That's where he probably should be, I would think, at this stage of his career. ... I hope he counts 79 fingers like Mahomes did that one time and goes out there and just wrecks it this year. Let's go, Trav!
79. Relevant. He is still a relevant top 100 player, tight end on this team at the age that he is. It's good to see. He's still cracking the top 100.
Yeah, and I think it should be talked about. No one's ever been this good at his age at this position.
Exactly. Right.
Tony G?
Was he this good?
We didn't have conversations about Tony Gonzalez like we are with Travis Kelsey.
He's how old, 36?
36, yeah.
What about Jason Witten?
Jason Witten played for a long time. I don't know.
Post-broadcast Jason Witten.
Hair or ball?
You're right. I think Tony G's fair. You're right.
Tony G at 36, 930 yards, 8 touchdowns.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Played all
Tony
16 games.
Well, that was Atlanta. We kind of forgot about it. It really does matter, though, for us in Kansas City anyway. Once he checked out and went to Atlanta, he was kind of done with us here. We were done with him, you know?
Yeah, I think Tony G would be the one guy you could say, because you got, by the time, Jason Witten was done.
Yeah, he was cooked. He was
done.
He was probably he didn't even play at 36. He was hurt. He retired. Yeah, he retired at 36.
Tried to come back. Had 500 yards at 37. Not bad. Still very respectable, but Travis Kelsey on a different playing field there.
For sure.
Arch Manning reveals that the entirety of his $4.1 million NIL salary will be donated to local charities in Austin. Quote, I have my whole life to make money. This is my way of supporting the community that supports me on Saturdays. One word.
Stupid. It's dumb. You don't give all... it must be nice to come from money where you can do something like that. But there's no guarantees you're playing in the NFL. There's no guarantees you're going to make all that money. Give some to charity. I'm not saying that. But to give every dollar that you're going to make away, put a little away just to give yourself a little bit of a nest egg in case it doesn't work out for you.
Yeah, it's wild to say that because now you can't go back.
Yeah, you can't.
Where'd you get that Lamborghini?
Yeah.
I thought you gave all your money to charity.
Anything that he does that looks like it's going to be expensive, people are going to question.
Which they shouldn't. I'd say, look at my last name.
Yeah,
I'll have money forever.
Yeah.
Brad
and
Stevens,
if you do that, you get punched in the nose.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
My dad will buy your dad out. Oh, okay.
Brad Stevens, Celtics general manager, who made the biggest trade on the NBA offseason, at least so far, Jaylen Brown, over to, I'm even forgetting where he went, to the Philadelphia 76ers for Paul George. This is Brad Stevens on optionality.
But it is an interesting time. The new CBA coincided, 7 years after the Supermaxes were instituted. We may not be sitting here if there was a rule in the CBA that said the guys that you drafted that you signed to 35% Supermaxes count as 25% of the cap, because then that would allow you to build out towards the aprons with a lot less flexibility, or with a lot more flexibility. But the reality is that those are hard to build, and you even look back on, and again, I don't want to just throw a bunch of numbers, but like 47% of the cap is what those two guys were when we won it all, right? And that's just going up and up, and that's tough.
So you would say this was primarily a move to restructure the books?
No, I would say that it's a move to keep us at a very competitive level and give us optionality moving forward.
Optionality moving forward. One word.
Reality, and it's, look, you don't want to hear that as a fan. No fan wants to hear that. But that's the reality of the situation. And that's why you got to appreciate what we've done here in Kansas City with the Chiefs for the last decade, because they figured out a way to do it with that. What was the word you use? Operationality? Optionality. The Chiefs have kind of done it without optionality here. Like the fact that they've been able to keep this thing together, it shows you how hard it is to keep the band together when you're doing really good things. Like all that's real, all that's normal, all that's right. But as a fan, you don't want to hear that.
Trust, I would say, for you especially, in Brad Stevens.
Yeah.
He's giving you everything, never really giving you anything to question. This is the first year he has that, so you're on a level of trust with maybe, I don't know, the best GM in basketball. I'm second or
top 3, 4. Yep.
Yeah. So we'll see. Coming up next, what would Bob do? That's the question. Or who would Bob take? Here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
Fescoe and Dusty.
Every Hardee's is closed. Well, that sucks.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2 are bringing together the Kansas City community, because that's their mission, to build strong partnerships between members, business partners, customers, and community. And there's absolutely no cost to become a partner contractor with the Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. So if you're an HVAC contractor, they'll provide a flexible workforce for your project demands, timelines, and economic conditions. And the Sheet Metal Workers will help adjust the size, skills, and deployment of your workforce to maximize effectiveness during the times you need it the most. They'll provide the best trained manpower specifically for the HVAC industry, along with training for your current employees. And Local 2 has spent over 137 years developing relationships right here in Kansas City. There's no downside. It's completely free with zero obligation. Just straightforward information on how they can help grow your business and profit margins. Sheet Metal Workers Local Number 2. We're an old union with a new perspective on business. Learn more at sheetmetal2.org. I know everyone is feeling the pinch of high gas prices right now, and that's why I love Hy-Vee. They have fuel saver discounts scattered throughout the store. I love going up and down the aisles trying to find those fuel saver discounts. And if you shop Hy-Vee this Saturday and Sunday, you're going to get a 30-cent per gallon fuel discount when you spend $60 on groceries. So you can stack up the savings with Hy-Vee fuel savers, and your next fill-up could be free. There's nothing better than saving money on gas and doing it only at Hy-Vee.
It's Thirsty Thursday at Hy-Vee. Time to stock up the bar and fill up your tank. Earn 50 cents per gallon fuel savings on every $50 purchase of wine, beer, hard seltzer, and spirits. Mix and match all your favorite libations and get a 50-cent fuel saver with every $50 purchase. Stack up the savings and your next fill-up could be free. Don't miss Thirsty Thursday at your Kansas City, Missouri Hy-Vee. Product promotion differs by location. Offers valid where legal, available while supplies last.
This is the story of the one. The one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yo, it's Jay Uso from WWE, and I'm Jimmy Uso. Chumba Casino and WWE are hyped for the biggest event of the summer, SummerSlam. I know, I can't wait. There's nothing better to do while we're waiting than playing Chumba Casino. Sign up today, and you could win a VIP experience with Chumba Casino and WWE for SummerSlam. So what are you waiting for? Play Chumba Casino and enter for your chance to win. Let's Chumba. Yeah.
Sponsored by VGW Group. No purchase necessary. See terms at ChumbaCasino.com. Must be over 21 and present in a state where it's legal to play.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. Even if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you keep your bet alive and it keeps you in the action for even longer. So now you're in it until the final whistle. The Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. This summer is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be even better with our friends over at FanDuel. All you need to do is visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the same page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically will transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. Go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer for the World Soccer Championship with FanDuel. FanDuel is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound, very heavy, and it stays very slow on to 435 with an accident before Warnell. Earlier trouble in downtown has cleared 670 westbound at Main Street, moving better, but still some long slowdowns heading into downtown. 70 westbound, heavy from 23rd Street. Once you get up past Prospect, things pick up and move a little better. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
So the story of, or one of the stories of the weekend, the United States celebrates its 250th anniversary, and two of the biggest stars on this continent, at least, got married in New York. And obviously there were a lot of Chiefs players that went to this. And Trey Smith, your right guard for your Kansas City Chiefs, took his sister as his +1.
How cool.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Probably a big fan. Probably really wanted to go, and they had themselves probably a really good time. And good for him. That's a good brotherly move. And then we, of course, yesterday we were talking about this, like, well, if you had 2 tickets and a +1, obviously you're taking your fiance. You kind of stumble because you're like, I don't know what I do. Either way, I'm in the doghouse.
Yeah,
Screwed, bro.
I am screwed one way or the other. I'm actually screwed because I got 2 daughters and a wife in all of this, right? And then I've got a friend who loves Taylor Swift too, but he's not going to go with me. And so I would have to boil it down. If I take one daughter, then the other daughter's mad, and so it makes perfect sense. I would just take my wife to this, and that's the way it would have to be. I wouldn't pick one daughter over the other. I couldn't do something like that. That would never be forgiven. in my house or anybody's house, nor should it ever be forgiven in something like that. You got one ticket, you take one daughter over the other. That would not be good. It's like when we went to the Taylor Swift concert, I didn't care about going. I was more like, they've got to get in, right? I've got to find 3 tickets, not 4. I've got to find a 3. Was able to do that, and I got them into the concert. It was all about them. It was never about me. And so I would probably, I'd take my wife. I would have to take my wife to that one because I just couldn't take one of my daughters. It would suck to be the other one who didn't get to go to that one.
Would you ever have? I know their age is probably an issue because there's no way. I mean, I guess your parents are close, but like, would you ever just give your daughters both tickets?
I thought about that, but
because that's the runner-up option.
It is, but the invitation would have said Bob Fescoe and guest, and so when it says that, then you have to go because you were the one invited, Binkley. You don't scalp a wedding ticket. You don't do something like that.
That guy's an idiot, man.
So if it was
the Stromboli.
Right, yeah. If it was Bob Fescoe plus guest, then yeah, I would absolutely go. I wouldn't do that. It's not the right thing to do, is to send somebody. It's also not the right thing to do to bring a guest to a wedding if it doesn't say and guest on that thing too. Because some people try to do that. You're not entitled to a guest.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah. If your wedding invitation says Bob Fescoe, then it's just you. You're sorry to your wife or whoever. There's no +1 in that. And
that's what mine says for Mac's wedding. It says Dusty Likens.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, you're not in, and they don't want to pay for a +1.
Have you met her?
No,
Who's that?
don't care to.
Yeah, don't care to either. That's the other thing. You don't care.
Me neither.
Yeah, I mean, at some point I will care. Not right now.
Right.
Not this setting.
Right. Exactly.
Not my night.
Right. If this is, and you have to keep remembering that it is your night. Right. It is all about you guys. But no, I would absolutely take my wife that. But I think it's cool that Trey did that. I took my sister to a wedding years and years ago. It was a mutual friend wedding that I was going to. She was not invited. She didn't live here at the time and never has lived here. But I said, why don't you come out for the wedding and have a weekend? She knew the person, and we went, and it was fun. It was a total blast. And so I love the fact that Trey Smith did it. I think it's the coolest thing ever.
913 has the right idea. I'm DMing Sydney Sweeney if I had 2 tickets to that wedding.
Well, she's got a billionaire boyfriend now, so I think she's set.
She's probably good. Bill Simmons totally tricked Zach Lowe for the first 2 minutes of their podcast, being like, yeah, I was at the wedding. Yeah. Literally, and Zach totally believed it, started asking questions, and then Bill just starts crying. He's like, I wasn't at that wedding.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It was
I
really
like
good.
it. That's good.
Yeah, it was.
Because everybody wants, there's not a lot of pictures, obviously.
No, so you couldn't post about it.
Right, and so everybody kind of wants to know the secrets. There's more pictures of them on social media in the Bahamas on their honeymoon right now than I saw wedding pictures. And I saw 4 pictures of them in the Bahamas. That's it.
You have to look that up. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Absolutely,
Bahamas, that's
man.
amazing.
It's cool. It's awesome. I love it.
My sister will be there this week, I believe.
Oh, nice.
Yep, little cruise.
She going to see Taylor and
I
Travis?
think they're meeting them.
Are they
Yep,
going?
exactly.
Are they meeting up down there for a cocktail? Yeah. Hey, I live in Kansas City, and so do you. We'll be in the Bahamas. You guys want to meet up for a cocktail?
I'm a Chiefs fan.
Yeah, and we'll be best friends forever.
Yeah, if I could take the whole, if I had a ticket and a +1, I have 2 sisters that love Taylor Swift, both from different backgrounds. I just give them my tickets. I get it, that says Dusty, but if you can get away from that, I just wouldn't care to go. And I'm not trying to be a stinker on the conversation.
Really? You wouldn't care to go?
No.
Wow. Why? That'd be awesome to be there.
For you, not for me. I'd rather just kind of it just doesn't do it for me. I'm not into that whole thing. It's a place that I wouldn't feel like I belong. And I'm glad they're getting married. That's their thing. But I could care less to go to a celebrity wedding. I'll go to yours because I belong there.
Yeah.
Right? I know your mom. I know your dad. I know your brothers. I know your fiance. That's fine for me. I'm going to get there and be like, cool, there's a lot of rich people here.
Yeah, from that standpoint.
It's then I'm oh, I'm here to bloviate that I'm here at this wedding. That's cool. And again, everybody's entitled to their opinion. I could care less to go to that.
See, that's where you got to go out and introduce yourself to the people and meet them and say, hey, how are you? I mean, you're in with 1,000 people. If you were invited to something, you belong there. They think you belong at that wedding. So go up and you meet the people. You shake their hands. What do you do? Hi, I'm Dusty. I'm this guy. You go around and you introduce yourself. You make new friends. You meet people. You hang. I think it would have been the coolest thing to be at because everything is done the right way. And everybody was going to have a great time. And the vows, a little bit long. I'm 20 minutes apiece. It's a little bit long. But that's the
Wow,
true
was
love.
it?
Yeah, they
Jeez.
20 minutes each, yeah.
Even more reason not to go.
Yeah, but again, it's their wedding, and that's what they wanted to do, and who's going to tell them? But no, I would never pass up an opportunity like that, an opportunity to be in a place where there's so many just unbelievable people and the networking and all the opportunities. That's what I do at every event. It's not about the event. You go around, you meet people, you shake hands, you talk to people, you network, you do all that kind of stuff. You make friends. It's one of those things, man, where I would have loved to have been in that room just to see all of those talented people in one place. It would have been special.
Yeah. I can do that at Llewellyn's and Stewie McBruce.
No, you couldn't.
I did this weekend.
Okay.
I'm at the Mayor Lee Summit.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
For me, it is. I live there, and I want to know my people in my city. I don't give a rip if I meet Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce. Just not my thing. I'd rather live in my area and be proud of my area and build myself there, and then that can lead me to being built somewhere else. That's just my thing. So you can still network. It just doesn't have to be superstars. Never know. You can network in a locker room. You can network in a press conference. You can network all over the place. You can network in this building if you want. There's people that I never met before in this building. I walk downstairs. I'm like, oh, you're the face of the email. I'm glad that I know you now. That's cool. The superstar thing and the over glorified rich thing has just never really done it for me. It's not that I think it's disgusting or distasteful. It's just not my cup of tea, if that makes sense. Like, if I had a ticket to go on the Titanic, I'd be like, maybe not.
Well, yeah.
I mean, obviously,
yes.
hindsight, but even then, back then, I'd be like, I don't know, man. Ship on the water. Not even God can sink this thing. And then you get back and you're like, boy, I'm glad I didn't go there. I don't know. I don't know. That's just who I am. I'm home to that, and I don't mind that. But
I wonder if
I think you guys would have a great time because that's your cup of tea. Like, I think you'd come back and be like, oh my God, dude, this guy was so wasted. Justin Thomas, the golfer, he was doing all this stuff. It was hilarious. So, I mean, that'd be, I'd rather go to like the cocktail post party, but I don't need to go to the wedding. Not that I'm saying I hate weddings, Mac. I promise I think they're beautiful.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah. I mean, like, to me, I had a really good time at Vern's wedding. And you know who I danced with? Jay Binkley.
There you go. Yeah. How could you not have a good time dancing with Jay?
Yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
So, coming up on the other side, we get, whoa, that thing went down way quick. We get to Bob's Bonehead of the Week. Did I just become the Bonehead of the Week? We'll find out on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Bob Fescoe.
I'm surprised nobody punched him in the jaw yet.
And Dusty Likens.
He's a hoe, and I want that known.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan.
This July is America's 250th birthday, and Low T Center is celebrating 250 years of freedom with our 250 for 250 deal. All month long, men who start testosterone therapy and stay with it for 90 days earn $250 back. Our founding fathers recognized that to change our circumstances, we must be free. And 250 years later, you still have that freedom. So if you're over 40 and you've been dealing with low energy, low sex drive, you know what it's like not feeling like yourself. You don't have to stay that way. Low T Center is raising the T of America Patriots from C to shining C. Come celebrate 250 years of America with Low T Center's 250 for 250 deal. Because bringing back that energy and vitality of your youth is worth celebrating. Visit fixmylowt.com to book your free T test today. That's fixmylowt.com. Don't miss out on this offer. It ends July 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
Is your garage door too loud and whining for help? Overhead Door Company of Kansas City will make it all better. They will perform their full 26-task garage door tune-up for just $79. That's just $79 for up to 3 garage doors and openers. You need this done once a year, so why not now? And for just $79. Call Overhead Door Company of Kansas City at 816-221-0072 or schedule online at overheaddoorkc.com.
Fanatic Sportsbook makes every baseball game day this season hit harder. Swing for the fences with long ball jackpots. Just pick the player who hits the longest homer of the day to win a share of $50K in fan cash. Every day brings a new shot to win. Customers also get baseball profit boosts every game day. And your bets earn you fan cash, win or lose.
Strike three, yeah!
To spend on merch, tickets, exclusive experiences, and more. Go deep this baseball season and download Fanatic Sportsbook today for the best baseball betting experience each and every game day. Fanatic Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MyReset. CT call 888-789-7777. MA call 800-327-5050. NY call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Offer not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatic Sportsbook app.
Royals coverage is brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Kansas City.
Brought to you by Blue KC is the Coaches with Character program. Do you know a rock star high school coach in your district? Nominate them for the Blue KC Coaches with Character program at bluekc.com/nominate coaches with character. Let's make our coaches feel special and make our community a better place to live, work, and play.
For 75 years, Kansas City families have trusted Anthony for comfort, safety, and dependable service. Thank you for trusting us with your house keys. Anthony, in your home for 75 years.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Brought to you by Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Missouri side 435 westbound with an accident past Holmes. Delays heavy and crawling back into the Grandview Triangle. 470 westbound heavy, not quite back to Blue Ridge Boulevard. Home issues rarely happen at a convenient time. When HVAC, plumbing, or electrical issues happen, you need a team that shows up. Even on weekends and holidays, Anthony Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electric shows up. With flexible financing, comfort is always within reach. Plus, enjoy $500 off a new HVAC system this summer. Scheduled today at anthonyphce.com. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
This is Michael Waka from the Kansas City Royals, and you're listening to 96.5 The Fan.
KFNZ FM and AM, HD1 and HD2, Kansas City, an Odyssey Sports Station. This is Fescoe and Dusty.
I got Mahomes' balls in my hands.
On your home for Kansas City sports, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, yeah, football.
From potholes to pop-ups, we got it covered.
Hey!
Here's Bob Fescoe.
Take a bite out of my ass.
And Dusty Likens.
Big nuts. Back at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday here in Kansas City. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. United States men's national team loses yesterday 4-1 on our soccer tournament coverage. Updates are brought to you by Surfside, made with real vodka, zero bubbles, and it's not a seltzer. It's Surfside. Must be 21 or older. Please drink responsibly. It's a Tuesday, so Mac and Bob are getting laid, and somebody else is getting labeled a bonehead of the week from Mr. Bob Fescoe.
And breaking news, as you say that, Shams Donovan Mitchell 4-year max contract extension.
Donnie Mitch.
How much is that?
4 years, $273 million. That sound okay to you? Yeah, that sounds good to me.
That'll play.
Yeah.
Have your own wedding.
Patrick Mahomes is the most underpaid athlete in the United States in the history of the world.
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell's making $273 over 4 years. Patrick Mahomes made that in the first 10 years of his life.
It's crazy.
I mean, that's how you put it into perspective.
I wonder what Donovan Mitchell's endorsements are.
Oh yeah, and for sure he's got a shoe.
Yeah, just one.
Spider Mitchell.
I mean, that's crazy, man. That is NBA money, and you wonder why no kids play soccer.
Well,
soccer's got great money.
Not in the United States, it does not.
No, but that's not. If you're dreaming of playing soccer, you're not dreaming of playing here.
Well, but American kids probably are, though. I mean, you look around and you see Donovan Mitchell signed a 4-year, $273 million contract. If you're a kid right now and you're good at soccer and basketball, where are you going to lean? You're going to lean towards the guy who's making $273 million in 4 years versus going to play in potentially the MLS. Because in order to get to that national level in soccer, Mac, you got to be a superstar in the United States, like the best of the best, to get to that level, at the international. How many true Americans are dominating the international soccer scene, right? Not many, probably. Not many are going out there and dominating the international soccer scene like you can dominate the international basketball scene or the national football scene or something of that nature here in the United States. And that's kind of where my bonehead is. It's soccer in the United States. is where
Bob's Boneheads.
You're an idiot. You don't know what you're talking about. And I think it's all of us in this. It's the players, it's the coaching, it's the expectation, it's the fans. Like, we as fans have an unrealistic expectation of what this United States soccer team is truly about. If we can consistently be a top 16 team in the world, every once in a while slip into the Elite Eight or maybe the Final Four, that's kind of what our expectation needs to be. We are so used to being an American and dominating at everything that we do, whether it's sports related, whether it's life related, whether it's whatever related. We're used to being Americans and we're used to dominating. Soccer is really the only thing that we don't dominate as the United States of America, right? That's one sport in men's, right? Yeah. That's the one sport that we've never found a way to go out there and truly dominate. And so when I look at where we are right now, we are where we are because that's who we are as a soccer nation. And so expectation-wise, Sweet 16, Elite 8 every 4 years. We've got to find a way to generate more stars in soccer, but it's not going to happen because the expectation is if you are really good at soccer, you're either going to go to another sport or you're going to go overseas. You're not going to make that impact in the United States of America. And until those guys are making 4,273 playing soccer in the MLS, all the great athletes in the United States are still going to, go over to other sports. I mean, we talk about the great players in soccer. Not one of them is an American.
Nope.
We'll say, again, I'm just trying to keep the hope here.
Yeah.
MLS, we talk about leagues all the time. It's a 30-year-old league.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's a young league. And this is a sport that is now being given money. I mean, even just this year, they paid Pochettino a lot of money, over $6 million to coach this team. And that's showing commitment to the sport. We've seen guys, our youth going over to Europe at a younger age to start playing with those European clubs so they can be better when they come back here and play for the U.S. team. There's funds and there's effort being put in there that maybe hasn't been put in the past that can come to fruition maybe not in 4, but maybe 8 years.
Maybe. But I'm just
maybe 12, 16.
Yeah, I don't know that I'm not gonna buy in. Like this was a great run by the U.S. team, and this is what our expectation should be, and that's okay.
Yeah, because what you were telling me, I think it was you that brought this point up. Like you just said, we're sending, 15 and 16-year-olds over there. They over there start getting really competitive at like 7 and 8.
Totally.
That's a full decade ahead. And, I can use a golf comparison if you want. If a guy's played golf 10 years longer than I have, chances are he's probably better if he kept trying to work at his craft. And I'm like, man, how'd you start hitting your irons like that? It's like, oh, dude, it's a 5-year struggle. Could never do it. Then finally I just, took a lesson and started to figure out, how to get my swing down. And now I'm there. And I'm like, so I've got to wait 10 years to get there? Not necessarily. Some people can, mature and bring that talent on a little bit earlier than others. But yeah, it's going to take a little bit of work. Like Messi was 6 or 7 years old when they found him in Argentina and brought him over to Barcelona. And family was like, yeah, we'll go over there for sure. But you're moving our entire family to Barcelona, Spain. Like aunts, uncles, cousins, all that. They're all coming. And I think it also goes back to, kind of the benefit of this conversation is, having friends that have kids that are between the ages of 7 and 10. And like Bob had mentioned earlier, sports are expensive, right? Like it costs money to set up. You got to buy equipment. And some of my, friends that are divorced, one year they pay for this sport. The next year the other pays for the sport. This year and it's like, well, which sport do you hate paying for the most? Oh, it's got to be softball. Okay, fair. Cleats, glove, helmet, bat, all that, right?
All that, yeah.
So I think the other thing too is like I am seeing all my friends whose kids are starting to get to the ages of like 8, 9, and 10 where they're having that tough conversation, whether it's tough for the children or whether it's more tough for the parents. But it's like, hey, you play volleyball, basketball, and soccer. One of them has to go. And I mean, it's within a split second. Soccer. Split second.
Why? Why do you think that is?
Because 3 reasons. 1, more fun for them when they play softball and volleyball.
Okay.
There's more power in their hands is what I've been told, right? You serve it, you hit it, you volley it, you're indoors. And then baseball or softball, like all my friends just have daughters. But like for softball, there's something about a bat in your hand and making contact than there is with a football at your foot kicking it forward, and all that running is what they kind of look at it as, and that's kind of maybe the negative in America with like soccer is like, oh, you run a lot,
it is, yeah,
can't use your hands, you're gonna, it's that's at least from my perspective, that's where I'm seeing it from, is that when they have this conversation when their kids are pretty athletic for their age, it's like, hey, you can go play comp volleyball and nothing else, or we can play league volleyball, league softball, but one sport has to go and you're down to soccer. And it's like, well, I don't want to play soccer anymore. Now, the other thing, too, is their friends are also following the lead. Like if one of the popular girls is like, well, I'm playing volleyball and basketball, I'm not playing soccer anymore. Well, Jenna doesn't want to play soccer. I don't think I want to play soccer because now we can't have our friendship on the field. And that was so that happens. So it is, distant, and not just men's sports. Now, granted, the women's team has won 4 World Cups, but we can go worldwide and see like where women, we're allowed to do whatever. And that's why there's the distance in that.
Right.
But I just think that, if you want to take America and wrap yourself in the flag, you're always about, what is baseball's theme? It's America's pastime. What is football? It's America's sport.
Right.
What is basketball? Super entertaining.
Yeah.
Right? Like we love, like you were, and I'm not putting words in your mouth, you were probably more excited to watch the Knicks in the finals than you were to watch that game last night.
Yeah.
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 Really?
You're absolutely, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. And that's
Knicks in the
America.
finals, that's fair. You're a Knicks fan.
But that's America. We love our local teams. You ask anybody in Kansas City, are you more excited to watch the Chiefs in the Super Bowl or to watch that game last night? Chiefs in the Super Bowl.
And sorry to interrupt, but that was like the question that came out on the internet was like, would you rather watch your favorite football team win a Super Bowl or watch the United States team win the World Cup? And your answer is?
Watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl. There's no question.
Yeah, I'd rather watch the Chiefs win the Super Bowl.
Exactly, but that's
it's close though.
It's close.
It's
not
close,
for me.
man.
It's not.
But
Not
it's
for
still,
me. Yeah,
yeah. For you, it's not. I'm just saying this experience, and I think I am with others, has changed the way I view this sport.
Sure.
Today it does. Let's have this conversation in a week, a month, a year from now.
I think having it on the home soil gave me more hope, but I don't know if that grew like the Grinch's heart 3 sizes, maybe 1 size. Like seeing that it really didn't matter if it was Mexico playing, Colombia or Morocco, whoever they play, Power and Light was full of just like Mexico's fans. Like it was here. Like, and the other thing that it showed me is that yes, it was soccer, it was the World Cup, and it's maybe prisoner of the moment, but damn proud to be in Kansas City because we're a sports town. Like that's sports. Like if you can't go to the Chiefs game, they'll have a watch party and people will show up. If you can't go to like a playoff game for the Royals in 10 years from now, you can go watch it somewhere because people do. But I think it gave me more hope that maybe soccer has changed. I mean, our manager that they had for the soccer team has, showed that he's better than we've had in the past. We moved from that.
But he's a free agent now, and so he doesn't know if he's coming back either. I mean, that's another thing. He
doesn't know if he's wanted back yet.
Yeah, well, wanted, and I think it's a two-sided conversation. Why wouldn't you want this guy back? He took you to where he did. He did a very nice job with no star players, leading you through a World Cup.
That's what I'm saying. We shouldn't be so negative. I think we should be pretty positive.
No.
And by the way, a lot of these guys you mentioned, I mean, they're all going to be the oldest guys that we're going to have are going to be 30, 31 of our main players. Most of these guys are going to be my age by the time next World Cup is in their prime.
And let's see what they can do. But is there a new crop behind them?
Well, I mentioned the 16 and 17-year-olds that we never know. You don't know in any sport about those guys. Kendry Trio is a star. I don't know. He's 19 years old. We'll see what actually happens. Yeah, like I will say I don't think it's fair to the women's team to just say they're great because other
I didn't say that's the only reason why. I said that there's a reason why they've been so great is because there are other countries that weren't really allowed to do this, so they're catching up to the analogy of golf. Like I didn't play for 10 years, whereas my buddy had played 10 years. It's going to take me time to catch up to that level of.
Yeah, there's just most countries allow their. I mean, there's very few and far between. Is all I'm saying that have kept their women at bay like that.
Yeah, I mean, but like. It seems like maybe I'm wrong on this, but it seems like a lot of times in the Women's World Cup, it's like, what is this, like Korea versus, the United States or something like that, or it's always like the same. And again, look at where we're at in the World Cup too. So if you want to have a better feel about yourself, it's kind of like the March Madness tournament. You had your Cinderella stories at the start, right? You had Germany losing a game. You had, Norway beating Brazil.
Costa Verde advanced.
Just like you had Coastal Carolina beating teams. But when it all comes down to it at the end, it's Argentina, France, Spain, all those big powerhouses. So, that's also just soccer in a nutshell. Like, it is 4 to 5 countries that are just consistently great because that's their sport. Kind of like when you watch baseball, Yankees, Dodgers.
I was saying, that's sports in general, though. I mean, college football.
Yeah, fair. Except in Indiana.
Yeah, well, out of nowhere. But, but for the most part, college football, college basketball has been your blue bloods. You mentioned the baseball side. The NFL side's kind of, the same teams that are always there, that are always going to be in contention. And so, look, we've got a ways to go. The goalie wandering around the field last night was totally just like Kadarius Toney type stuff. Like, you can't be doing that and giving up a goal the way that he did in that type of situation. So it looked like the moment was just too big for them last night. But again, until we can start making soccer cool at the professional level in the United States, where dudes are making money like 4 for $273 in the NBA, it's still going to be tough to keep that talent playing soccer.
Coming up on the other side, we are 64 days away. 64 days away, the top 100 list, plus where do we think Chris Jones ranks on this list? 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
I know that I'm hard.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Jack Caglione, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty. Weekday morning starting at 6 right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens, and from those makers of Surfside, something new is hitting the shelves this summer. Introducing Super Light, the new vodka plus 8-can cocktail. Inspired by classic sports drink flavors, Super Light comes in 4 delicious flavors: fruit punch, orange, lemon lime, and my favorite, the blue chill. With only 90 calories, 0 sugar, and 0 bubbles, Super Light delivers a refreshing taste that's perfect for the summer. Whether you're on the greens and making those putts, shooting hoops with your friends, or soak up the sun at a baseball game, Super Light is here to fuel the moment.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
The world's best soccer teams know success comes from having the right lineup on the field. AAA believes your insurance should work the same way. By bundling 2 or more policies, such as auto and home insurance, you can simplify your coverage and potentially earn a multi-policy discount. It's a smart way to save time, reduce cost, and keep everything under one trusted team. Visit AAA.com to build your winning lineup and see how much you could save with AAA insurance. That's AAA.com.
Performance matters in intimate moments. Don't let ED ruin them. This is Jeff for Heartland Men's Health, and I want to assure you that if you're like the vast majority of guys, you don't have to suffer with ED anymore. In fact, you might be pleasantly surprised at how the right treatments could positively impact your love life. At Heartland Men's Health, our advanced medical therapies go far beyond pills. We have treatments that are effective in well over 90% of cases, and we offer specific and combinative treatments that can dramatically enhance both your performance and your stamina. You could even last up to an hour or more and bring a far greater level of intimacy to both you and the one you love, perhaps performing like you haven't in years. So call us today and find out why our advanced treatment strategies offer so much more. Your first visit is just $99 and gets you blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 844-447-6600 or go to heartlandmenshealth.com. Heartland Men's Health, advanced medical science to improve men's lives.
For adults with Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms, every choice matters. Tremfya offers self-injection or intravenous infusion from the start. Tremfya is administered as injections under the skin or infusions through a vein every 4 weeks, followed by injections under the skin every 4 or 8 weeks. If your doctor decides that you can self-inject Tremfya, proper training is required. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions, increased risk of infections or lower ability to fight them, and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or need a vaccine. Explore what's possible. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
When you've got real work to do, Metal Supermarkets will help you get it done fast. We've got a huge variety of metals in stock, and we cut to size fast. Bottom line, we get it done fast, so you get it done fast. Doesn't get easier than that. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience stores for metal. Find a store or buy online at metalsupermarkets.com.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around, or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state, only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
On the biggest stage in the world, FanDuel is changing the game because sometimes your player gets subbed off, and that means your bet goes with them. Well, not anymore. With FanDuel Super Sub, if your player is subbed out, your bet stays in. That's right. Even if your player leaves the match, your bet continues on with the substitute. So you keep your bet alive, and it keeps you in the action for even longer. So now you're in it until the final whistle. The Super Sub covers the entire game, including extra time. This summer is going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be even better with our friends over at FanDuel. All you need to do is visit FanDuel.com/local to get started now. Look for the yellow Super Sub icon on the same page and the My Bets page. If your player leaves the match due to substitution or injury, your bet automatically will transfer to the substitute who replaces that player. Go to FanDuel.com/local. Let there be goals this summer for the World Soccer Championship with FanDuel. FanDuel is the official sportsbook of 96.5 The Fan. 21 in President, Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Seth Lugo, and this is your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Missouri side, Grandview Triangle, 470 westbound is very heavy moving through that interchange. You get out onto 435 westbound, things pick up and move better around 103rd, then sluggish from about Holmes to the state line. Southbound 435 also stacked up coming in from about Bannister. 150 westbound, heavy as you make your way from Holmes to the state line, and then heading Kansas side, 69 highway northbound, heavy at the split with Blue Valley Parkway, slow up to not quite College Boulevard with an accident blocking multiple lanes. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan, traffic.
You know who the defending Women's World Cup champions are?
I would guess the United States, but since you're asking, it's probably not.
They went for the three-peat. They won in 15 and 19.
Okay.
Mac, I guess?
No, who is it?
Spain.
España.
Yeah. United States, 4 titles. Germany has 2 titles. Spain, Japan, Norway, 1-1-1.
I remember the 2019 when we were driving in the car on summer vacation. And I remember listening to the women's soccer game on the radio at that point in time in
2015?
2019. We were streaming it. I take that back. We were streaming it off of something through the Bluetooth in the car because everybody was captivated with that women's team in 2019. I want to get it to that way for the men's, where we know that we're just going to go out there and dominate every single year. But again, we've had these conversations for 50 years. I think every generation in the United States has had that conversation of this is the time that men's soccer takes a stranglehold in the United States. And we've been hearing that for 50 years. Every generation, again, that is alive, has heard that men's soccer is going to take over the United States, and it never really has.
And you said it's in Brazil, the Women's World Cup next year?
I think that's what I said, yeah.
Yeah, South America, first time ever hosting.
Yep, first time ever in South America to host the Women's World Cup. 32 teams, 64 matches across 8 Brazilian cities. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. Next World Cup for men's is Saudi Arabia. But in 8 years, I'm really excited because it's Morocco, Spain, and Portugal. And hopefully in 8 years, I'm in a place in life where I can go to that.
Morocco, Spain, and Portugal is kind of cool.
That'd be badass.
Yeah, that's really. And then following that, they expect the United States, I think, to bid again for the World Cup. Like 2038, I believe, is the next time that it is available. And they're already talking about the potential of it coming back to the United States because of how great this has been here in the United States. I mean, the hosting has been fantastic. And in 2038, what's going to be going on here? We're going to have a new stadium in 2038 that's going to be about 7 years old. So all of the, things will be worked out. Everything will be okay. We'll be playing World Cup games in that new stadium in 2038 because that Kansas City is going to be a host city again. I mean,
Absolutely.
My God, the way that we knock this thing out of the park, people are going to be calling Pam Kramer and say, tell us how to run these things in our city. She's going to make a lot of money being a consultant going all around the world, telling people how to do the World Cup the right way in their town. And so, in 2038, we'll have games at the new Arrowhead.
Was it 2019 or 2015 when Alex Morgan was doing the the drink of the
I think it was
tea.
2015.
2015.
Yeah.
That's when she took over Steven Spector's radar.
She really did. Yeah, because it was 2015 because it was a year
that's
after
what
he had gotten here.
Yeah.
And I remember going. No, that was the men's where we were at Charlie Hooper's watching games at like 7 in the morning or something like that. We were going in there and watching games. It was great. Spector fell in love with Morgan. Yeah, Alex Morgan. It's so funny because it shows you how fast time goes. Because at that point, Alex Morgan was fresh on the scene, fairly new, all that. And now here we are 11 years later, and she is yesterday's news, man. In the sports world, it just moves and moves and moves.
Yeah, she was a babe for sure.
She was awesome, yeah.
She's now 37 years old. That's great. Perfect age for me. Doesn't make me seem weird. 37. All right, so not 37, but 64 days away from the NFL. And to kind of take a little bit of out of the topic that we had earlier, but what we kind of created, we know that in these lists, people are like, I don't know about right tackle for the Chiefs. What do you two not know about the Kansas City Chiefs right now? Like, what's your concern as we are, 20 days away from camp starting? Or 22 days away from camp starting? July 29th is the first day of camp. What is something that has you going, I'm not really sure about this right now?
Well, I think the honest answer is, will these wide receivers develop under this new coach? And I'm putting stock into the new coach.
Is this similar to the conversation that Vern had at the beginning of the Royals season, where either Carter or Cags has to be great, or they both have to be good? So, like, if Rice is great, which I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in, and Xavier is what he's been, is that fine?
Yeah.
Or if they're both good, is that what you need in your...
Are they both, like, define good to me?
850 yards
Yeah,
each.
I'm good with that. That's perfect.
I don't know if that's a lot of yards.
No,
but
I was going to say about 800 each. That's where I was going to go.
Yeah. Either one will be fine because the
That's
running
50 yards a
running
game.
game is going to be what helps this offense more than anything, and that will be what creates the passing game.
Yeah.
So Ken Walker's going to be, that Cags or Carter maybe, and I just have full confidence in Rashee Rice on the football field that he is great. I think
the
he's
field,
a great
he's fine.
wide receiver. Yeah.
But can you count on him to be on the field?
When the season starts, it seems so. Our track record is not good on the off seasons, but when the season starts, it seems like he can lock in. So let's get to September. Let's get there. We've got 2 more months to make it, and then I'll start to feel a little bit safer.
Do we think that anybody is going to take out his knee in the first week of the season this year?
Hopefully not.
If that
our
happens,
guy.
you'll see the angry side of Trey Smith come out.
Yeah.
Somebody goes after that knee. You're going.
No, I meant like friendly fire.
Like it was the first time with
Yeah.
Mahomes. Just so unlucky.
Yeah.
So unlucky.
It's been the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, hell,
Oh,
even
it's so much
Kareem Hunt,
friendly fire.
even Kareem Hunt joined the friendly fire gang and took
Getting
out
on
your
Josh
left
Simmons.
tackle.
Yeah. What I have the most concern with be the linebackers. I'm not a Nick Bolton guy. Drew Tranquil had a really bad season, and we just talked about how deep the tight ends are in the NFL. So, yeah, and those guys are going to be the main ones guarding that. If you want to, add like the safety room because those are the other people that are going to guard the middle of the field, yeah, I'm worried about that. I think on the edges they'll be fine. I think the defensive line will figure it out. I have full confidence in Peter Woods. He's my guy. You guys know what I think about Chris Jones. I think they'll be able to get to the quarterback.
Yeah, I think my 2 big concern levels are the pass rush and also the secondary. I think the pass rush has to be there or the secondary is going to get cooked. Which is the same for a lot of teams, right? Like, not everybody has a Surtain out there on the outside that's like, but again, like, Denver's pass rush is amazing.
Right.
That helps Surtain. And I think that if the Chiefs' defensive, I think when we look at it from all the positions on the field, my biggest concern going into this season is can rookies and 2-year guys really help out your veterans on the line? Because nobody needs more help than Chris Jones. Always getting double teamed, always getting, taken out of the system, and then no one's there to help him out. And, I mean, maybe we could put it all in one player. Maybe it's time for 56 to nut up, dude. Like, go be a defensive end in football. Like, be known. Like, yes, and we can look at the back of your football card and be like, it's pretty good. But, like, how much of those were, like, 4 sacks in the last,
Yes, and garbage.
Right? And so I think my biggest concern is, like, with all this artillery that they put in the draft with Woods, and then they did last year with Gelati and Lott, and they go out and get Malaga or whatever that guy's name was from New England. Like I know everybody they got, but
Kairos Tonga, yeah.
Tonga, like, dude, George, like,
McFly,
go do something.
Tonga is a name that we don't talk about at all on this radio show, right? Like, none of us talk about Tonga. He's kind of the forgotten guy. And it's not like I talk to a lot of people, but anytime I'm talking to somebody different, about the Chiefs, they always go, that Tonga signing's a pretty good one. Like, I think it's an understated signing here, but around the league, a lot of people are like, that was a really good signing by the Chiefs.
Yeah,
so I'm interested to see what he can provide.
Yeah, it's a fantastic rotational piece, run stopper.
Yeah, and that's what you want in this defense. You don't need somebody who's going to be a 4-down defensive lineman. It's not the style of defense that is played by Spags. You need enough guys to be that rotational piece in that puzzle. And they have those guys right now. They have the numbers. And it's a young man's league. And so you would think right now, with all the youth that they have on that defensive line, that would bode well for everybody.
Yeah, I'd like to inflict fear upon the offensive line, and Karlaftis has never, ever done that. No tackle has lined up across from him being like, ooh, I don't know what moves he going to do. When's he going to
nor have you sat on your couch and be like, all right, let's see
all right, let's go. 56, third and long. I know you're going to get home. No,
he's
you're not.
Even good enough to call him by his first name.
yeah,
like
come on, George.
He's kind of
he's called Furious George.
He's just a guy out there right now.
He's a big jag.
Yeah. He needs to.
And I hope that he does, because you now have said, at least in my opinion, that what we have has not been good enough. And you are part of that. Chris Jones is not. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Chris Jones is not in that conversation. But you are. And we have to go get guys to make this better, because you weren't what we thought maybe you could be. That would never be the phrase that Spags would use. But by the selections in the draft,
I liked it.
That would be what they would. That's what that says.
Yeah.
Woods, Thomas, Gelati, Lott. Those are 4 guys in 2 years that you have brought to this team because one guy hasn't done blank in 4 years.
Or maybe the Chiefs are just a little bit late to the defensive end party, too. Like, they were early for a lot of things. That defensive end to defensive line position has changed so much really in the last 3 years. And I really do go back to Houston and watching what they've done with lean, mean, fighting machines on their defensive line. The player that plays those positions has changed. He's now a chiseled Adonis, where 5 years ago he used to be fat, and that doesn't work anymore. And the Houston Texans were ahead of the curve. The New England Patriots were ahead of the curve, and the Chiefs are now trying to get up to that level where their defensive line are mean, lean, wrecking machines.
The archetype has no doubt changed, and we've talked about that. Not that there aren't still big, very successful defensive ends. The importance of that position has not changed.
No.
It's been a top 3, top 4 most important position in football my whole life.
It has been, yes. And I remember when that happened in the early 2000s, we started talking about the defensive end being this very important position.
It's imperative to have. And you mentioned Houston. I know you were talking about the Texans, but I thought of Justin Houston because that's the last one that we had.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
That's the last defensive end that we had that could do.
Tamba?
Yeah, he was right at the same time, I guess. He probably left for the Colts or wherever shortly before Tamba, but yeah, him and Tamba same time.
Yeah, that... And maybe that's, the unfortunate part is, like, maybe the past has spoiled us a little bit. Because, I mean, Houston was out there putting up, like, 17 sack numbers. I think one year he had 22.
Yeah.
Could have won Defensive Player of the Year, but TJ Watt just had himself a nasty year.
Was it JJ or TJ?
It was JJ.
Yeah, JJ.
For Houston.
Yep.
I think TJ was still at Wisconsin as well. But I think that when you look at the other part about this, because the right tackle thing, like I mentioned earlier, that to me is... I mean, that's just like, hey, who's your 4th starter in the rotation? Like, oh, my gosh. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be Glass now, or is it going to be, Yamamoto? I don't know, because they have Snell and all. I mean, I know Glass now. So anyway, but I think that why I'm so important on the defensive line working is because that's going to make these young guys in the secondary a little bit better early on. If they have the support of the trenches, then they have more time. That's just common football knowledge. But, like, if these guys aren't getting to the quarterback, I'm sorry, man. Like, you're going to play against Burrow and Allen and all these guys that are good at doing what they're doing, and they're going to exploit these rookies, and they're going to get them to do that. And then all of a sudden you're going to be like, you're now going down the trail of what we were talking about, what we're concerned with maybe at the most is, okay, so now if we're giving up yards and points, now we're going to Bob's concern, which is like, okay, can these receivers hold par with the other team that continues to just take out our secondary?
Yep.
Now we need these guys to step up. Now we're doing the same thing, song and dance that we've been doing. But like, if your defensive line is putting pressure on quarterbacks, your secondary is more lax and more experienced because they have time to actually read the field. Whereas like if they don't, then it's like, all right, here we go. We got a shooting match. Do you trust Rashee Rice and Xavier Worthy go out there and also your Tyquan Thornton? Do you trust these guys to go out there and go par for par with everybody else? Because we know that the receiver room in Kansas City is not the greatest.
Well, and that's where Andy Reid comes in and says, all right, we're not going to play this game. If our defense isn't getting the job done, I'm handing the ball to Kenneth Walker.
Yeah, long drives.
And we're going to have sustained long drives. And we're not going to try to go touchdown for touchdown. We need to give our defense a break. We need to give them a rest. And we went out and spent $13 million on a running back. It was the only thing we spent money on this offseason. We're going to utilize that running back. That's where the running back helps you. It is a complementary game at every single level. And if something's going wrong on your defense, sometimes it's okay to adjust the offense to help your defense out.
I did like the take about the linebackers. Because of what you threw in there that maybe not a lot of people heard, which is the depth of tight ends. Because we talked about canceling Dov Kleiman, right? He says the top 14 tight ends, doesn't mention Travis Kelce. It's a total crap bag of a list.
Yeah.
But that's always, I can't say always. I would say the last 5 years, what has plagued this team is guys like Dalton Kincaid go out there and rip you apart.
Yeah.
Dallas Goedert goes out there, rips you apart. And it's like, they're just going to throw the tight ends, which also, there goes your secondary. Now you have to have a safety step up. Maybe that's where L'Jarius Sneed steps up. He's not good enough to cover a wide receiver anymore, but he's okay to cover a tight end and play shallow.
And he's physical. Would love that. He's
and
big.
Those linebackers, like, what are we going to see here, right? Like, first game of the year, it's Denver. Bo Nix, we know what he likes to do. Throw those over the middle pass pot.
Yes.
That's where he attacks people, so that 10-yard sweet spot. And we got to see if those linebackers can still hold up.
I don't know many of the names on the depth chart of linebacker. I'm going to be honest with you.
Tranquil and Bolton's probably the only two.
And then Jeffrey Bassa.
Jeffrey Bassa is your third.
And he's a big guy that maybe isn't getting talked about. How we always do those topics, like who's the Chiefs player we're not talking about. We're talking about DeMercado and guys like that. Bassa is one of those
Bassa
names.
could be huge.
Cooper McDonald.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
These are special teamers, man.
Cooper
McDonald's a special teamer.
Cooper McDonald.
Never heard of him. Michael's son?
Cole Christensen.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Jack Cochran, who had
we know him.
Yeah.
You damn well better know who that is.
I know him.
You know his damn number, too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, Jack Cochran, 43.
Oh, now he changed it.
And then Cam Arnold and Wesley Byzantine. He's an emperor.
Batman.
I don't know who these people are.
You are counting on Jeffrey Bassa to step up and be the guy you
Jeffrey
drafted.
Bassa is your third linebacker.
And he didn't play last year.
We might have just
Spags didn't play him last year, so that's my biggest concern. Yeah,
that is an interesting spot on this roster. Now there will be obvious roster moves. People will get cut, and we'll find
Bobby
guys.
Wagner's a free agent.
Bobby Wagner is still out there,
top 100.
But why is he still out there?
Because they're waiting for whatever that date is in the season, or maybe he's just like, I'm not signing anybody until camp's
over.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come to St. Joe where it's 110?
No, I don't know.
35. Dude, I've been in this league long enough to know what I need to be prepared for.
Yeah, not going to St. Joe, bro. Sorry,
They
man.
got a really cool ice bath.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. No.
Yeah, him coming off the bench could maybe be good for this team.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely need some work at
Veteran,
linebacker.
yes.
But let me just play the other side. What if these guys turn out to be pretty good football players? Just because we don't know their names now,
diamond in the rough,
doesn't mean we're not going to know who they are. Or hopefully in a good way, we know who they are at the end of the year, not in a bad way, like Jack Cochran, where the guys have a penalty on every special teams play.
Yeah, I loved Bassa last year. Out of the draft, out of Oregon, I really thought he should have been a part of this team. I could say
fifth-round pick last year, right?
Yeah, fifth-round pick. And I don't know, maybe he has chemistry. Jaden Kennedy drafted out of Oregon, so they played together. Maybe that'll give them some playing time. I don't know. It's just, you could say that about a lot of the rookies last season. Why weren't they on the field the last 5 or 6 weeks of the season when the season was meaningless at that point? Why aren't we getting these young guys reps?
Yeah, that's the $1 million question. And that's
when
what
you were 6-11, you had nothing to play for.
Yeah, nothing to play for. But I mean, that's what you need to be doing. When you're a team and you hit the middle of the season and you're not good, start playing the young guys every single day. Put them in uncomfortable situations. Make them figure it out on the field. They're going to learn more from playing against another team on a Sunday afternoon than they're going to learn at St. Joe.
Yeah, I'm less concerned than you are about the defensive line, Dusty, but I'm with you on the secondary because it's so much youth, and we know how complicated this can be.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not even just the youth. You talk about the guys who are veterans. Alohi Gilman, he's new here. Kader Kehu, he's new here. These guys that we brought in who do have age and veteran presence, they're learning the playbook just like these younger guys are too. So I think, we got to listen to, and we'll clip this. We got to listen to Bob this whole offseason because he's mentioned it before. The first 4 weeks at least of this defense, especially the secondary, I'll specify, could be a little rough.
It will be. Let's just say it right now. It will be.
It will be
a little rough. And I was given the first 8 quarters, but if you want to give the first month, I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, I'll just give it the first month.
Okay, that's fine. It will be rough, and that's what I'm cautioning everybody right now. So when you wake up on September 15th, you're not losing your mind.
Like, what the hell?
Yes.
Which, fortunately enough, as a team that's kind of young in those positions, you kind of have a little bit, I don't want to say cakewalk, but a good introduction to your career because Broncos, Cortland Sutton's going to go out there and try to be a dog. We get that, right?
Waddle.
And I forget that he's there. Colts, Dolphins, right?
Yeah,
Raiders.
Dolphins, jeez.
Colts, Dolphins, Raiders. That's the next 3 games. Then you have your bye week. But then Herbert and the Chargers, Seahawks, JSN.
Yeah, by the bye week, we should have a real good understanding of how this defense is moving.
You get a little foreplay before the sex happens because it's those teams, and then it's Herbert, JSN, Broncos again, then that's done. Then you kind of get a little bit of the Jets, we'll see. They got a tight end.
Yep.
Kenyon Sadiq, one of Dov's favorite guys.
Garrett Wilson.
And then Falcons, Cardinals, and then the nuts and bolts of the schedule. Bills, Rams, Bengals, Patriots, Niners. Chargers, Raiders.
They better figure out who's that slot corner because Ladd McConkey and JSN back-to-back weeks. You better know who that guy is.
There's a lot of work to do on that defense, but it's all young guys, and that's the positive thing.
Totally.
And you can cover that up by going out there and utilizing your offense the right way.
Agreed.
And I think this is the year that the offense probably has to be concerned with and lean more towards being complementary to the defense than ever in the past, right? Don't worry about going out there and scoring 50 points a game. Go out there and slow the game down. Don't go out there and try to speed the game up from an offensive standpoint. If your defense is getting roasted, run the damn ball a lot and let them take a break on the sidelines. That's going to help your defense more than anything.
I want you all to think about this one. What's the best advice your parents ever gave you? 913-586-7965. Best advice your parents ever gave you. Mac, Bob, you got 4 minutes to do some homework here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, analytically the best morning radio show in Kansas City, as voted by people.
There's a lot of people talking out of their butt.
Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
As World Soccer hits the big stage, Fanatics Sportsbook is making every game day worth more. Earn up to 10% fan cash on your soccer bets, win or lose. That's real extra value you can unlock every match, all tournament long. And fan cash isn't just for betting. You can use it anywhere in the world of Fanatics. On game tickets, merchandise, collectibles, profit boosts, and more. One ecosystem, endless ways to spend. Plus, new customers get up to $1,000 in fan cash. That's $100 bet match every day for your first 10 days. The world is ready. Are you? Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-MY-RESET. CT, call 888-789-7777. MA, call 800-327-5050. NY, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. MD, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
Having unexpected car trouble or just in a car accident? You need Jay's Southland Tow Service. They have 20 years of experience and service the KC metro area. They specialize in light, medium, and heavy duty, also in commercial transport and construction equipment. Keep this number handy, 816-779-4TOW, or go to southlandtow.com. Use the tow service trusted by most local police departments, Jay's Southland Tow. There's nothing they can't do, so be in the know and use Jay's Southland Tow.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for buying gas. That's right. You can earn cash back with Upside just for buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside, and just last year, I made nearly $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get cash back? If you like extra cash, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back when you fill your tank. Use promo code SNAP to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime, right to your bank or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SNAP for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
And Doug. Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons, and lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen, and oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live, and you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Is reviewing life insurance on your to-do list? Now's the perfect time to add it. A friend recently told me that securing life insurance sooner rather than later can help you lock in lower rates for years to come. So I bumped this up on my list and got it done. I called SelectQuote and couldn't believe how easy and affordable life insurance is. I'm 40 and got a $500,000 policy for $16 a month. My husband's also 40 and his $500,000 policy was only $18 a month. Plus, with SelectQuote's same-day coverage, there was no medical exam required, and we were covered by the time we hung up. Knowing I have this checked off my list feels amazing, but the peace of mind knowing my family is protected feels even better.
Call SelectQuote at 1-800-329-1010. That's 1-800-329-1010. Or go to SelectQuote.com to get your free quote today. That's 1-800-329-1010. Details on example rate at SelectQuote.com.
This July is America's 250th birthday, and Lotse Center is celebrating 250 years of freedom with their 250 for 250 deal. All month long, men who start testosterone therapy and stay with it for 90 days earn $250. You're over 40, you've got low energy, low sex drive, not feeling yourself. Lotse Center is raising the T of America Patriots from C to shining C. Come celebrate 250 years of America with Low T Center's 250 for 250 deal. Visit FixMyLowT.com and book your free tea test today. That's FixMyLowT.com. Offer in July 31st. Terms and conditions apply.
By now, you've heard that Booth Creek Wagyu steaks and beef are the best tasting, most flavorful cuts you've ever had. And if you don't believe us, try it for free. Try Booth Creek Wagyu anytime at 95th and Knoll or 135th and Metcalf. Stop by our store and we'll prepare a free mouth-watering sample of your selected choice cut. Heart-healthy, low cholesterol, authentic American, full-blooded Wagyu steaks and beef. We know you'll love it as much as we do. Crafted for exceptional beginnings. Join the Booth Creek Wagyu revolution at boothcreekwagyu.com.
Royals coverage sponsored by Renner Garage Door. Forward and back, RENNER.
Almost Andy Reid here. Summer heat can put your garage door to the test. Stay ahead of the game with a Renner Garage Door summer tune-up. Plus, get free repair or replacement quotes and $100 off a new garage door. Forward and back. RENNER.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
East side 70 westbound heavy from 435 over to 31st Street with mobile road work. Grandview Triangle 470 westbound pretty slow. Getting onto 435 stays heavy. Then it picks up and moves better westbound. Bogs down before home. Stays pretty heavy to the state line. Kansas side 69 highway northbound. Slow at the split with Blue Valley Parkway. Stays heavy up past 119th Street with an earlier accident that lingers. Alan Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
You know how you always say when we talk about somebody in like maybe not the most positive way, the next thing is like, you're listening to I'm George Karloftis.
Right. Was it Karloftis there?
No, Mac, I just spent 2 minutes geeking out over Blink-182 conversation.
And then this is the reach.
That's
pretty crazy.
Did you do that on purpose?
I did not.
You do control the music.
It's in a shuffle.
Yeah, it's a shuffle.
Is it really? That's
keep
cool.
it on a shuffle.
I figured. Great. Can't make it up. I think this is right up your alley, Bob, from Uber Facts. Probably have already seen it because we have the same algorithm, but they came up with this 17 minutes ago. They said when Houston Airport kept receiving complaints about the 7-minute wait time for luggage, God forbid, they moved the gate. They moved the gate to make passengers walk 6 times longer to their bags. As a result, complaints decreased to near zero. 6-minute walk, 1 minute wait time. Why do we have to wait 7 minutes? Well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll make your ass walk a little bit further, and then you won't wait. Cheers to Houston.
That's a great idea.
What a stat that is. You know what really pisses me off? I've got to wait 7 damn minutes for my bag. All right, we're going to move this 6 minutes further. Now you have to wait 1 minute.
Oh, my God, that's fantastic.
I knew that would hit.
That's great.
I asked the text line because it doesn't always have to be about sports on this show.
I had a restaurant question last night, and
you should have called me.
We were talking as a family, and I was relaying to the kids the era that we did not have French fries, but we had Freedom Fries.
Mm-hmm.
Were you working in the restaurant industry then?
Oh, yeah.
And when did
Red
we?
Robin.
And were people like calling them Freedom Fries?
Well, I was at 40 and 291 in Independence, Missouri, so I'll let you go ahead and answer that question your damn self.
How long did the Freedom Fry thing last before we just said we're out of this and we're going back to French fries?
It only happened like a few times, but it's like, yeah, we don't want the French fries, we want the Freedom Fries. Because was that one like the
2003?
French?
Because I had to look it up.
Was that the French judge in like the Olympics was like scoring the Americans wrong? So
the French wouldn't support us doing some movement or something, and so they weren't supporting us, so we didn't have. I was telling the kids, like, we didn't have French fries or French toast. It was like Freedom Fries and Freedom Toast. And they go, what are we going to do now? Call these Freedom Waffles? So I'm like, okay, this game's over. But it was crazy back then. So I was like, when did that Freedom Fry thing end? I figured you would have stories, people ordering Freedom Fries.
Oh, yeah, you work at Red Robin, you have all sorts of stories. I mean, we could do 4 hours of my time at Red Robin for the 6 years I was there.
Yum.
Oh.
Had to.
Oh, man. Hey, welcome to Red Robin. I'm Dusty. We get fries, the campfire sauce. Okay, I'll go F myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked this question about what's the best advice your parents have given you. And I thought this was great because not all of my algorithm is sports. And Jim from The Office, John Krasinski, had this to say about what his mom told him about how he stuck with acting.
I said to my mom, I'm going to move to New York and be an actor. That was not on the cards. And she immediately said, great, go do it. Just so supportive. And she said, the only thing I ask of you is that in 2.5 or 3 years, if nothing comes up, we used to fish as kids, and she said, if you haven't had a bite or a nibble, do me one favor, you have to pull yourself out of this. Because as your mother, the one thing you can't ask me to do is tell her son to give up on her dreams. I thought that was profound and really amazing. Cut to 2.5 years later, I did call her, and I said, I did it, and I gave it a shot. You were right. I haven't had any nibbles, and I feel good about it. I was really sad, but I said, I feel good about it. And she said, it's September. You know what, we'll talk about it at Christmas. Just finish the year. And 3 weeks later, I booked The Office. And so I was on a train the next day if she had accepted it. And so I owe my mom 10% of everything I do. And that's that.
It's amazing.
It is. It's really cool to do that because, you know, our parents have probably all given us advice in life that at the time when you were young, you're like, oh, yeah, sure, whatever. You know, or, you know, you're going to have some people in the text line say, yeah, my dad told me just to never volunteer first. Maybe that's good advice. I don't know. But I think there are, you know, things like this, and I think it's interesting when you think about that because I don't know, like if, you know, I'm sure your mom and dad gave you tons of advice. I'm sure your mom and dad gave you advice, Mac, and to the text line as well. And, you know, I was at a pivotal time in my career, right? I was 36 years old, man. And, you know, dad sits down and goes, do you think radio's still in your future? And if it's not, what is your option? I'm not telling you to get out, but what is your option? I said, I've got till 38. If it doesn't happen by then, I tried for 12 years, and it didn't work. And then things happen, and it continued to go. And my dad always told me, he goes, I'm never going to tell you what to do, but I'm going to have to tell you to trust what you think is right. And I think that's always been good advice from my dad. My stepdad was always like, whatever you want to do, go do it. And don't let anybody tell you otherwise. My mom would always tell me, just go in with whatever you have with a full head of steam. Don't go in there and half-ass it. That was always what she'd say to me. Whether it was sports, whether it was school, a test, don't half-ass it. People that do that, they tend to miss out on everything. So I don't know if there's ever been advice, because like Krasinski there, it's perfect. Like, hey, just give it till the end of the year, see what happens, and then boom, stars align.
Crazy.
And now you're one of the biggest, TV series characters of all time. You're a meme. You're famous. You've done movies. You did all this sort of stuff. And somebody would say, my pops one told me, you can either build your own dream or you can build someone else's. Best advice I ever got, and it's helped me create a great life for my family.
Yeah.
So I don't, go worry about yourself, and then everything else will come to what you need to do when it comes to a career plan. So I don't know if you guys ever got great advice from your parents.
Yeah, I got a couple that I share a lot. And number one is one I share almost every day on this show, enjoy the moment. I mean, I'm sitting with my dad watching the Giants win in 1986, and he said, enjoy this. It's not going to happen every year. And I was like, you're crazy, old man. The Giants just won the Super Bowl, and you're telling me to enjoy this moment. There's another 5 years to the Giants one. Then it was a long time, and now we're firing every coach that they've ever had, and so enjoy this. That's why I always say it about the Royals and the Chiefs. That's why I don't have a lot of room on my plate for the negative side when it comes to what the Chiefs do. Because as a kid, I was told to enjoy this, and from the time I was 8 years old, when good things happen in sports, I choose to enjoy that moment because they are very fleeting. And then my mother always had advice for me: the 3 S's she always called it: sex, sunscreen, and smoking. No smoking, no sex, and wear sunscreen. And that is some of the best life advice that you can give is wear sunscreen. Protect yourself. Mm-hmm. It's a very simple thing to do, is to put on sunscreen. So I always look at my mother every day. I put on sunscreen now. It's because of her and the advice that she was given. And then my dad with the enjoy this moment, man. Life is too short to worry about the nonsense. You got to enjoy the moment. You can't get worried about stuff you can't control.
This is a good one. My mom passed away 9 months ago, and her birthday is this week. She always told me, never judge someone based on what they wear or how they speak. Intelligence and integrity doesn't always look the same for everyone.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful
Yeah, it's
advice.
great advice.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Sorry about your mom, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know if I have like a moment where I'm like, oh yeah, this happened, but I feel like my parents implemented me with belief in myself that I don't see some of my friends necessarily have, and I'll give credit to my parents on that. I believe in myself, and I'm confident, and I think my parents implemented that in me from a very early age. I would also say just talking to people. My dad and my mom were also very, very keen. By the time I'm 4 or 5, you're looking people in the eyes, you're shaking their hands, you're meeting people, you're listening to what they're saying, you're acknowledging them as human beings, just little simple things like that.
Yeah, like normal human beings, like shaking the hand and making eye. I was talking to somebody the other day.
That's fleeting.
Yeah, like I'm telling my kid to shake hands, look in the eye, make eye contact. I'm like, good. They need to do that
Absolutely.
kind of stuff.
Yeah, that was my Nana's advice. Look people in the eye and call them by their name.
Goes a long way, the name thing, too.
Yeah, the name thing is huge, yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Somebody goes, best advice my parents ever gave me was to get a divorce from my crazy psychopathic wife.
That's fair.
And I will say this. How'd you handle that situation if your parents told you that? Because you probably knew it, and then they told it to you. Did you react and say, thank you for finally saying something to me? Yeah. Or did you lose your mind and say, you don't know what you're talking about?
Because that's the fear in telling someone that.
Yeah.
That's the reaction.
You're going to lose that relationship.
And it's also how you present that to them. Like if your friend's dating a girl and like I'm seeing red flags that maybe they're not seeing because they're still in the honeymoon phase, it's not like, dude, your girlfriend sucks. That's not going to do it. But if you sit them aside and be like, hey, man, so I noticed this the other night. Did you pick up on this at all? Because it kind of gave me a red alert, like maybe something to look into. That's going to not scare them away from you being like, oh, you're just jealous because we don't hang out anymore. It's going to be like, oh, I didn't see that. Maybe I should pick up on that. I think
you don't see a lot of the stuff.
Yeah, because you're blinded by love you're blinded by the moment. Somebody says the 6 Ps. Proper planning prevents piss poor performance.
That's a good one, too.
That is great.
Somebody says, my mom told me never make permanent decisions based on temporary feelings. Yep. Boy, that one's great.
Yeah.
That's a solid one.
Like Jimmy Buffett's got a song, The Permanent Reminder of a Temporary Feeling. That's good life advice, too. Don't have a permanent reminder of that temporary feeling.
Yeah. True Green Thumb's dad said to him, you either sell for yourself or sell for someone else.
Yeah, it's true.
Solid one as well.
Yep.
Coming up next, we get into Start Bench Cut here on 96.5 The Fan, brought to you by Jay Southland Tow. Get in the know with Jay Southland Tow. It's Mac Morey, Bob Fescoe, Dusty Likens, all with you on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City Sports.
Good morning, Kansas City. It's Carter Jensen, and you're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, weekday mornings starting at 6, right here on 96.5 The Fan.
Brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. 96.5 The Fan.
Well, I'll tell you, my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control are coming in handy right now. If you're watching what's going on, there's a lot of ticks out there this year. Mosquitoes are bad this year. I'm telling you, you need to get the mosquito dome for my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. It is amazing. It keeps out the mosquitoes. It keeps out the ticks. It keeps out the fleas. And all of those right now are very prominent in Kansas City. You want to keep your yard free of all that so your dog can go out there and enjoy it, and you don't have to worry about your dog getting that tick bite. And also, you want to go out there and enjoy the outside as well. The mosquito dome allows you to sit outside and not have to worry about getting bit by all of those bugs. And Aspen can make your yard look awesome as well. They've done that for us, and I'll tell you what, they have created the best looking lawn on the block. That's what they do. They have college educated professionals who know all about the soil and the seed and everything in Kansas City, and they know how to grow the perfect lawn, and they know how to keep your lawn perfect year after year after year. So it's time for you to get in touch with my friends over at Aspen Lawn and Pest Control. Right now, if you mention this ad, you'll get a free estimate and up to half off your first application. So don't wait. Visit them now at aspenlawn.com. That's aspenlawn.com.
And Doug.
Limu and I created a trick to help you remember that you can customize your car insurance and save with Liberty Mutual. You see, the shirts Limu and I wear are yellow, and yellow is the color of lemons. And lemons grow on trees, and trees provide oxygen. And oxygen helps us breathe, and breathing is how you live. And you can live more life when you save money by customizing your car insurance. I agree, Limu. It's really quite simple. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. The world's game at BetMGM is here. Bet on the soccer showdowns with 2 up early payout so that if you're up 2, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Let's say you put your money on Leo Messi in Argentina. They go up too early in the first half. Well, BetMGM will pay you. That's right. Place a pre-game straight match result bet on any tournament game. If at any point your team is up by 2 goals, you will instantly win your bet. Then enjoy BetMGM's same-game parlays, daily promotions, player props, and so much more for the world's game. You like Ronaldo in Portugal. You like Harry Kane in England. Whoever it may be, don't miss your shot at an early win with 2 up early payout to get paid out if at any point your team is up by 2 goals. Regardless of the final outcome of the match, make it a tournament to remember with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 and older only. Missouri only. New and existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Additional terms and restrictions may apply. Please gamble responsibly.
Hey, Mr. C, it's me. Well, I just picked up the ring. I actually went to Hellsberg. Thanks for that recommendation. Kate's gonna love that hers is from the same jeweler you got Mrs. C's ring from. They were so helpful throughout the whole process. They even knew your family by name, and the ring looks great. Anyways, I just couldn't wait to let you guys know. Call me back and wish me luck.
Hellsberg, designed with care and craft since 1915. Shop in store or at hellsberg.com.
All right, it's officially the most wonderful time of the year at Staples. They've got back-to-school supplies as low as 25 cents, up to 40% off select tech, 20% off for teachers, and more. Check out all the deals at staples.com/back-to-school. Staples, that was easy.
This is the story of the one who keeps multiple buildings running smoothly day after day. Plumbing that flows, HVAC that hums, cleaning supplies that keep surfaces sparkling. That's why she counts on Grainger. With easy reordering online and 24/7 support, Grainger helps her keep the products she needs on hand. So shelves stay stocked and buildings stay ready. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Another app for inventory, one for CRM. Oh, don't forget accounting. Wait, which login was that?
Or you could use Odoo, one fully integrated system that does it all without the hassle. Ditch the app overload. Get everything your business needs on one platform. Try Odoo free today at odoo.com. That's ODOO.com.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
Paid for client portrayal and endorsement. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Give me one good reason why I should call DM Law.
How about 3 great reasons? 1, it's easy. 2, it's fast. 3, the results.
Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Here's your traffic report on 96.5 The Fan. Brought to you by SWL Injury Law, the Car Crash Kings. It's what they do. Visit SWLinjurylaw.com.
Grandview Triangle 470 westbound, heavy at times, and then 435 is off again on again, sluggish from the Grandview Triangle to the state line. Kansas side, 69 Highway northbound, heavy before 119th Street with an earlier accident. Allen Carr, 96.5 The Fan. Traffic.
This is your home for Kansas City sports. 96.5 The Fan, KFNC FM and AM, HD1 and HD2 Kansas City, an Odyssey sports station. Welcome into Fescoe and Dusty.
I mean, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
A show that, analytically, exists between 6 and 10 weekday mornings on Kansas City's only FM sports station, 96.5 The Fan.
Oh, buddy.
Live from the studios that brought you.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Here's Bob Fescoe and Dusty Likens.
Rolling along on a Tuesday. Get into a bunch of start, bench, cut questions because we've got quite a different things here that all kind of wrap up today's day. So it is start, bench, cut. Brought to you by Jay South.
Here's Fescoe, Dusty, and Mac with this week's edition of Start, Bench, Cut.
Yeah, start it, bench it, cut it. All right. In a clutch situation, start, bench, cut. Matt Freese, Lamar Jackson, Young Ho Koo.
Cut. I'd start Lamar.
Yeah.
I'd bench Young Ho Koo.
After seeing that kick that gave a guy almost a heart attack.
Saved the man's life. And then Matt Freese, because I'd cut him. I mean, whatever that was yesterday, I don't know. I mean, that looked like watching my kid in like kindergarten play soccer, right?
No. Oh.
Yeah, I feel like I could have kicked that ball. I know I couldn't have, but my God, you missed the ball. Yeah, you're cut.
And you're playing out in the middle of no man's land, too.
Fescoe kid out of goalie.
God,
hey, watch your tongue, bro.
Yeah, no, get out of here.
So you're starting Lamar?
I'm going same order there. Yeah, start, bench,
giving
cut.
Young Ho Koo the chance to.
I know.
Oh, my Lord.
Well, he hasn't really done it on a big stage. Yesterday is as big a stage as you can get, and that guy's out there like he's on ice skates.
Start, bench, cut, built on hope. Men's national team, Royals in April. Subpar NFL team, you know the teams.
Well, the subpar NFL team, everybody thinks they're going to win in the NFL. So you got to start the NFL team.
Is that always start in high school? Every year in high school, like, we have a chance to win state.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, we do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
have you seen Rockhurst this year?
Yeah, but
it's
you
got
know what?
Tony Temple over on that team.
Football has created the greatest brainwashing in sports. I mean, you don't have a chance if you're Carolina to win the Super Bowl, but by God, they think they do, right?
Did you see Bryce Young last year?
Exactly.
They got Ted McMillan.
Exactly. Everybody thinks they have a chance to win. So built on hope is the NFL. I'm starting that, benching the Royals, and then cutting the U.S. men's national team.
Yeah, I'll start the Royals because it felt like these last 2 years were massive hope, and it just did not happen. Maybe not overall. Usually there's no hope for the Royals, but there has been massive hope these last couple years, and they dropped it short. I'll bench USMNT, and then I will cut a subpar NFL team.
Since we talked about chicken yesterday, I'm talking about chicken. Leg, wing, thigh.
Wing, leg, thigh.
Really? Okay. Big thigh guy.
Yeah, I'm going to start the thigh.
I mean, I just usually like the breast meat, and that's it for
Really?
chicken. Yeah, the other stuff, like wings I can do, but the other stuff I'm just not. I don't know. My tastes have changed so much in the last 7 years.
Yeah, I'll start thigh, then leg, and then I'll cut wing. But I love all of them.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'll smash any part of the chicken, baby.
Have you ever been to Gus's Fried Chicken? There's one in Lee Summit, but I've yet to go.
So.
Never been.
No, I don't think I have.
I guess you can get like a 3-piece meal, and they can give you like, all that sort of stuff.
Total sidebar. This was a debate last night. How many tenders come in the $10 box at KFC? Every day they've got a $10 box or something they were advertising at KFC.
Isn't it 3?
No, 3 for $10?
Well, don't you get like mashed potatoes?
No, it's just a box of tenders.
I don't know.
They're like a bucket of chicken. Like one day they do wings, one day they do nuggets, one day they do chicken, one day they do the tenders.
I don't know. I'm looking at pictures of this Gus's chicken, though.
Yeah, dude.
I'm ready for that.
I don't know. I would say 8.
8. That's what we kind of thought.
Yeah.
6 or 8 would probably be the number.
Because I know, if you do like the grocery store's chicken night, you do get like a rotisserie. You can get like, is it like 6 to 8 pieces, or you can get like a pound of strips or something like that. And like a pound of strips is anywhere from like 8 to 12. I don't really know, but
8 chicken tenders.
8. That's a good deal then.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Today is National Mac and Cheese Day.
Hey-oh.
There you go.
Mac's awesome.
Elbow macaroni, shells and cheese, or a little farfalle, or bow tie, you could call it that.
It's tough, man. It really is.
Have you ever had mac and cheese with bow tie
No,
pasta?
I have not.
It's very good.
Okay, I'm sure it is. But I'm going to start the shell. I'll bench the elbow and cut the bow tie, even though I like bow ties.
Oh, man. I mean, start all of these at the same time, even.
Just make a big smorgasbord of different noodles. Why not? It's your world.
Sounds incredible.
Best advice Dusty ever gave you. Make mac and cheese with all the noodles.
With all the noodles. Simone's like, what is going on in here? I'll start shell, bench elbow, cut bow tie, just because I haven't had it, but I do trust you.
Yeah.
Okay. A lot of people saying Gus's chicken is great. Never been. Need to go.
Get the Nashville hot. All righty.
Okay.
I feel like everybody's got the Nashville hot now.
Got to.
Every restaurant.
Well, it's the classic pizza topping.
It is, yeah, the hot honey.
Start, bench, cut, training camp, spring training, summer league. Gonna be tough for you. I know where he's going. Because he's gonna start spring training and cut the rest.
Yeah, no, I would. Yeah, start spring training, but they actually play games in spring training. Sub training camp is just practice. Summer league is games. So I'll start baseball, bench, basketball, cut, training camp.
It's a tough start,
I
bench,
love
cut
training
section
camp,
for that.
man. I know this has been really tough.
From wings to hope to training camp.
I'll start training camp. I'll bench summer league, even though it hurts, and I will cut spring training.
Cutting summer league or benching summer league.
Yeah.
You're the most locked in summer league guy in the city of Kansas City, and you're gonna come on.
How can
what are you, a false prophet?
Yeah, come on. You can start it. It's
You're right.
okay.
You're right. I'll start summer league. I'll bench training, but I love training camp too. I'll be out there. We'll be out there on the weekends. Hopefully have some shows over there. So love that as well. But yeah, I had it on my phone. The Darren Peterson versus Cam Boozer game at the watch party I was at, and someone was like, "What basketball? What are you watching?" It's like, dude, it's Darren Peterson.
Phone call incoming, Bob Fescoe. Ignore. I'm watching summer.
Yeah.
Matt, answer your phone. I didn't know how many strips are in the KFC box. Seriously.
Yeah.
Today is Turnpike Troubadour Day. 7 and 7, right?
Okay.
You've never heard the song. I suggest you all go home and listen to 7 and 7 because I had no clue. Anyways, so I go to cocktails. Start, bench, cut. These are probably to me the nastiest cocktails you could drink. 7 and 7, Jack and Coke, vodka press.
Yeah, I was like, these all suck.
Yeah, that makes it tough.
Yeah,
I don't know two of these, to be honest.
You don't
7
know
and
two?
7.
So Seagram 7, 7 up.
7 up.
Ugh.
It's actually a good, refreshing summer drink if you're like 22.
Okay. Vodka press.
Vodka press is like Sprite, lemon, vodka.
Oh.
I think that's what it is.
I'll start that.
Yeah, that's the only one I would consider even drinking.
Yeah, I used to love Jack and Coach. I'll bench that and cut 7 and 7.
Yeah, I'm cutting both of them. Yeah, I think I may have had like one Jack and Coke in my entire life. Yeah, because it sucks.
Everybody loves Jack. Daniels.
I say I used to like it. I guess I was just in college and didn't know
In
what else there
college,
was
you
to
didn't know
drink.
what
Like,
else
yeah,
there
Jack
was.
and Coke.
Yeah.
It tastes like Coke, and I get hammered.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
And it wasn't Jack in college. It was, whatever the well was.
The floor.
Last one. Since the United States team is out of it, which superstar are you pulling for? Start, bench, cut. Messi, Mbappe, or Haaland?
I'm going to start Mbappe. I love watching him. Then Messi because he's old, and then Haaland because he's kind of new for me.
Okay.
This is tough. I'll start Messi because it's the last one. I'll bench Haaland even though he is the guy. He's my favorite player. And then Mbappe, we've seen it. Love watching him play. But he's also on France. He's also on like a super team. So yeah, I'm cutting him.
So you will be appointment television watching Messi today?
Oh, yeah, at 11, especially because, Simone's, half Egyptian, so going to be rooting for Mo Salah.
Okay.
And Egypt versus Argentina.
Former Liverpool striker.
Yeah, there we go.
Mo Salah. That is Start Bench Cut, brought to you by Jay's Southland Tow. Get in the know with Jay's Southland Tow. Coming up on the other side, we get back in the conversation of manager and coaches here on 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
You're listening to Fescoe and Dusty, brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Tune in to hear Royals insider Josh Vernier every Monday at 8:20.
Professor Vernier sitting up here, bloviating.
On your home for Royals baseball, 96.5 The Fan.
Hey, it's Dusty Likens. You know me, I love doing golf things. I love talking golf, playing golf, and I love having Surfside iced tea and lemonade plus vodka on the golf course, and you can do it too this season. It's light, refreshing, made with real vodka and zero bubbles. That's right, no carbonation. So this spring, look out for the brand new half and half variety pack featuring flavors like raspberry iced tea and lemonade, and blackberry iced tea and lemonade, because there's no bubbles, no troubles. Cheers to hitting the fairways, and cheers to Surfside. Must be 21 and older. Please drink responsibly.
America is turning 250 this year, and Circus Sports is celebrating by offering all users in Missouri $250. Dane Hughes here, and for everyone in Missouri, all you have to do is deposit $250 on your Circus Sports app. Then play through that deposit. Once you do, Circus Sports will reward you with $250 right in your account. This is available for everyone in Missouri, new and existing users. Celebrate 250 years and find out more at circusports.com today. Must be 21 or older in Missouri. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
When your AC starts breaking down, AB May is here to help your house feel like a home again. Serving Kansas City for over 65 years, AB May handles it all from AC repairs and upgrades to indoor air quality. When it comes to your home, solved is our standard, and AB May is committed to doing things the right way every time. Trusted by generations. Call AB May at 913-383-2222 or visit abmay.com today.
Call your serviceman from AB May.
I know everyone is feeling the pinch of high gas prices right now, and that's why I love Hy-Vee. They have fuel saver discounts scattered throughout the store. I love going up and down the aisles trying to find those fuel saver discounts. And if you shop Hy-Vee this Saturday and Sunday, you're going to get a 30-cent per gallon fuel discount when you spend $60 on groceries. So you can stack up the savings with Hy-Vee fuel savers, and your next fill-up could be free. There's nothing better than saving money on gas and doing it only at Hy-Vee.
It's Thirsty Thursday at Hy-Vee. Time to stock up the bar and fill up your tank. Earn 50 cents per gallon fuel savings on every $50 purchase of wine, beer, hard seltzer, and spirits. Mix and match all your favorite libations and get a 50-cent fuel saver with every $50 purchase. Stack up the savings and your next fill-up could be free. Don't miss Thirsty Thursday at your Kansas City, Missouri Hy-Vee. Product promotion differs by location. Offers valid where legal, available while supplies last.
If you're looking for a new job and to work for a great local company, Gann Asphalt and Concrete is hiring. Top pay in the industry, health, vision, dental insurance, paid time off, and advancement opportunities. Check them out at GannAsphalt.com. One contractor, all things parking lot.
T-Mobile has an exclusive bundle for customers 55 and up.
I'm Sarah Bowl.
Yeah, I'm Frank Bowl.
A reliable network is key for us. And with T-Mobile, it's been wonderful. And going to the 55 plus plan saved us so much money.
A lot.
And that's important. Trying to keep costs down. The home internet's been perfect. It's fast, it's quick. The setup was so easy, it took less than 15 minutes.
It was like, If you want simplicity, coverage, reliability, you want the whole package, T-Mobile has it. Right now, T-Mobile customers 55 and up can get 2 phone lines on America's best network, plus America's fastest 5G home internet for just $30 each.
$30 per month each line with autopay plus taxes and fees. Minimum age 55. Pricing for home internet rely on 2 lines of Essentials Choice 55. $35 connection charge per line required. Best mobile network and fastest 5G home internet based on analysis by Ookla of Speed Test Intelligence data 2H 2025. All rights reserved.
Hey there, it's Jill Schlesinger. I'm launching a new show. It's called Money Moves, and your money is going to move. We're going to help you make better financial decisions. We're going to call out the BS you're finding all over social media. We're going to give you actionable guidance to make your financial life clearer, less stressful. We're going to answer your financial questions and take the mystery out of your financial life. follow and listen to Money Moves with Jill Schlesinger wherever you get your podcasts.
We've all been there. You pop into the shop for 5 minutes and all of a sudden you've forgotten where you parked. Car? Unfortunately, that lost feeling is what it's like trying to manage your policy with other insurers.
Here, car. Come out, wherever you are. Please.
With Geico, you can use the app to easily manage all your policies in one place.
Did this parking lot have a waterfall?
I think you've wandered too far, mate.
It feels good to find what you're looking for. It feels good to Geico.
Today, expect sunny skies with a high of 90.
Weather brought to you by Duke's Mayo. Welcome to Duke's Mayo Country, where the mayo is so smooth and creamy, it makes every bite better. Duke's Mayo. Look for the yellow lid.
Here's a World Soccer Championship recap.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. The United States is out of the tournament after a 4-1 loss to Belgium in Seattle. The lone bright spot was another Malik Tillman goal off a set piece in the 31st minute, but the USA conceded what turned out to be the game-winning goal 2 minutes later. Belgium advances to the quarterfinals to face Spain. I'm Mike Conti.
You're listening to 96.5 The Fan from the DM Injury Law Studios. Mike's got this.
Car, truck, or motorcycle wreck? Remember, Mike's got this.
816-888-7500. Mike's got this.
Oh, boy. Text line brought in another disgusting cocktail that I can still smell. SoCo and Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I'm going to throw up now.
Yeah. Oh, you want to kill an appetite, just put that in your mind. Oh,
SoCo. You mentioned you can smell it. I can smell it,
for
too.
sure.
That has one of those distinct, like, you only smelled it when it was coming out. You know, like when you're, oh God, SoCo.
I had a group of buddies. That was what they drank in college. They would sit around a table with a handle of SoCo and just pass it around.
Why? Why do we get into this crap in college?
I never understood the Southern Comfort thing. It just smelled like poison. It tasted like poison. Then it probably is poison. Oof. That and Sailor Jerry's.
Oh, that's another one.
That's like a high potent rum.
Yeah, Anselmo invented that.
Sailor Jerry's.
Yeah.
He in Vegas?
I don't think he is now. Okay. No, he was having the kidney stones. He's finally clear of that, and he's sending Jasper and I weird pictures. So I mean, no, of himself.
I thought it was like of the weather.
He has
photo.
discovered AI.
Oh, I know he has.
Yes, he has.
In a big way.
It's been a while now.
Yeah.
In a big way.
We can
get away from it, Jerry.
You can chill on that anytime, Jerry.
Yeah, like 81-year-old found new invention and is out there creating every photo with his head on it. Hey, this would look good in your restaurant, Jasper. And now he's got Ann Weris of Southside involved in this stuff, too. She's trying to run her little bar and grill across the street from Jasper's, and Anselmo's in there messing with her now, too.
Oh, boy. Southern Comfort is disgusting. It tastes like NyQuil. That's a disgrace to NyQuil.
Yeah, NyQuil's better than Southern Comfort. Do adults still order Southern Comfort?
Adults don't. I don't think so.
Do bars carry that, though?
Oh, you better believe it.
SoCo and lime?
Come on, bartenders or restaurant managers, text in. Do you guys still sell Southern Comfort? I'm sure it's out there.
Oh, God.
Somebody says, definitely got sick on SoCo and never drank it again. 100%. Everybody has that story.
Everybody has a story with something, and they never go back.
Were you a Jaeger bomb guy?
Nah, it was all right. I don't mind those.
Yeah, it was all right.
Yeah.
It was weird because I hate black licorice. Can't stand it. Don't like black jelly beans. Don't drink Red Bull.
I hate Red Bull.
And that's what a Jaeger bomb is, right? Like, Red Bull just smells like dirty feet.
It does. It's disgusting.
Tastes like gasoline.
Yeah. I'm not a Red Bull fan.
Last time you had a drink of gasoline.
What I think gasoline tastes like.
Kid in
Is
fourth
this
grade
unleaded?
from drinking gas.
Ew.
Well, no, he was siphoning gasoline
in fourth grade?
and then lit a cigarette and inhaled
In
and blew
fourth
it.
grade?
Yes. I grew up in a different era, bro.
I mean, yeah.
That's how they did things in Jersey, apparently.
Different era. I mean, this is the 80s, man. Like, you did what you did, right? But this kid, Philip, I mean, it was unbelievable.
Wow. Did anyone else get hurt? Did the car explode? Nothing happened?
There was an explosion. We had heard it across town.
Jeez.
And they're like, yeah, Philip, he was inhaling, siphoning gasoline. And then, fourth grade, lit a cigarette.
Somebody says here from 913, liquor rep here. SoCo just collects dust on the bottom shelf nowadays.
Okay, good.
So it's now a David Lee Murphy song. Anyone? No?
Nope.
Might be a little dust on the bottle.
Oh, dust on the bottle, yeah.
But don't let it fool you. It's about what's inside.
Yeah, I didn't know that was the name of the singer.
Yeah, David Lee Murphy.
Yeah.
Creo Williams lived down a dirt road, sold homemade wine like nobody I ever know. So you brought up a question, which is a fair question to have and a good conversation to have. If we're so hell-bent that if the Chiefs fail this year, some people would say Andy Reid needs to be moved on from. Mm-hmm. I say fail as in we see the exact same thing we saw last year.
Yes.
Where's that energy towards the Royals conversation?
Mm-hmm.
If they share a parking lot, we can share a conversation. And that's what you had brought up.
Yeah, we could. We seemingly give more slack, if you will, to the Royals than we do to Andy Reid and the Kansas City Chiefs. And I find that to be blasphemy. I think that is ridiculous. I think it's part of the reason why the Royals are where they are, because they're just never held accountable. We just go, oh, it's just the Royals. Move on. Oh, my God, the Chiefs are 12-1. Andy Reid called a terrible play. Let's fire him. Like the vitriol that people have towards wanting to make change on the football side versus the lack of vitriol that people have on the baseball side. And I'm not saying Q needs to be fired, because I don't think Q does need to be fired. I think it's well above Matt Quatrero for why this organization is in the way that it is in. Is he a part of it? You better believe it. They're all culpable in all of this. But I don't think it's on him as to why this team is roughly 20 games under 500 at this point in time. But I do find it very intriguing that people are willing and more convicted in saying if the Chiefs don't have success this year, Andy needs to go, as opposed to the manager of the baseball team, who, quite frankly, they really haven't had any success, over there. They had the 1 year in 24, which is an aberration year. It is an aberration year, but they still had it. You can't take it away. But everything else surrounding 2024, it's not been great for the Royals. And yet we're more concerned with getting rid of Andy Reid, and people are more gung-ho to fire Andy Reid than they are about Matt Quatrero and the Royals. And maybe that's just where the passion is right now in this town. I don't know if that's the case, but it sure feels like we give the baseball team 27 chances, and the minute the football team does something wrong, we're like, fire the coach. It's weird how that is to me.
Who does more as a coach / manager in baseball or football?
Football, yeah.
Okay. Whose job's more important GM-wise, football or baseball?
I don't know the answer to that question. Baseball's tough because you got to build minor leagues. You've got to be thinking about 3 years from now and this year, and then 3 years from now, and then this year constantly. You're building a minor league system. You're trying to win at the big league level. It's hard to be a general manager in both of those sports.
I'm going to go NFL. There's so much scouting and development that takes place in baseball. You could find someone who's great at 20, and the scouting and coaching didn't do their part. In football, you're looking at the product. You're drafting that guy. There's not a lot of change that's going to happen from the next level. Obviously, guys get better, they improve, they gain weight, they lose weight, whatever may happen. But Peter Woods is the player that he is. You know what I mean? Like you got to evaluate that correctly.
Yeah, I think in baseball's the same way, though, because in baseball, now it's turning a little bit now. You're looking at kids and signing kids that are 16 years old and giving these guys a lot of money that are playing in the Dominican. Yeah. I mean, you're taking a flyer on a lot of these guys.
How much of it as well is sample size of development that works out? Like football, what's the main narrative of a first-round pick? They should be able to start and produce and be a key factor to your team.
Day one.
You draft a guy in baseball, it's like, we'll see this kid in 4 years and hope it works out, right? Take the Bubba Starling story. Kid from Gardner, Kansas, could have gone to Nebraska, been a quarterback, goes and plays baseball. Money was well worth it. And then it just never happened. Like, did he miss football and baseball just kind of was like, man, I wish I was playing quarterback, and that factors into it. And then you look at baseball, right? Take guys like Connor Griffin, Kevin McGonigal, J.J. Weatherholtz, Bazana, Cags, if you want to. That's 5 players that were basically all drafted in the same draft class that panned out. And we classify that as a great year of the draft because there's players in drafts where you're like, that guy's who? What happened to that guy? And it's like, well, that's just baseball. Like, it's hard to hit on baseball. But then what's the argument for the manager in baseball when everything is always like, well, the manager doesn't really manage anything except like a bullpen or when the playoffs start. Whereas football, there is so much scrutiny on the manager every single game. Like, Why'd they run that play to end the second half? Why'd they run that play during the 2-minute drill? How come they didn't go for it on 4th and 1?
The manager just doesn't mean as much as a head coach anymore.
It's weird.
You know, we used to know all the managers in baseball when I was a kid. You knew who all these people are. Could I name 5 managers in baseball today? Maybe.
You couldn't name 10.
Probably not. A.J. Hinch, Matt Quatrero, Will Venable, Aaron Boone,
Philadelphia,
Don Mattingly,
Cincinnati,
Dave Roberts, Tito Francona.
7. Giants.
That's your
that
Tennessee
Stamen
guy.
or something is his name.
That's a Tennessee guy.
Yeah. What's his name? Stamen Vitriolo or something?
Vitello.
Vitello.
Tony Vitello. He's Tony.
Yeah. Hey, Tony.
Tony Vitello.
Skip Schumacher's managing somewhere, I know. Maybe Texas.
And you said Cotrero?
I did.
Yep.
Yeah, you got close.
Yeah. So you got a third.
Yeah. You got
Now
close.
can you name every coach in the AFC West?
Oh, yeah. The AFC West, you could absolutely.
Can you name every coach in the AFC North?
The AFC North.
Because there's 3 new ones.
Yeah, there are. So obviously
okay.
McCarthy. I can't remember the guy's name in Cleveland right now.
Monken, right?
Yeah, Todd
Monken. You're right about that.
Got his
Obviously,
haircut.
he did get his haircut. Who's the third? Baltimore has got the what's his name that's running around telling everybody he's going to be great. Tress Way or something like that. Skip Holtz.
Yes.
What's that guy's name?
And then the one guy that stayed.
Yeah.
Jesse Minter.
Jesse Minter. That's who it was. No, he's singular, isn't he?
Is it Minter? Okay.
I think it's Minter. Yeah.
Okay.
And then obviously the one in Cincinnati.
Yeah, what the hell's his name? Zach Taylor.
Yep. What about the NFC South as we continue to do
I like this.
NFC South. Give me the team and I'll tell you the coach.
Carolina.
Canales.
Okay.
Nice.
New Orleans Saints.
It's the guy from Boise who was the offensive coordinator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Why can't I remember his name?
KM.
Kellen Moore.
Yep.
Atlanta Falcons.
Well, it's Stefanski. Yeah.
Yeah. And then who am I missing in the South?
Tampa. It's
Tampa.
Bulls.
Still Bulls.
Yeah,
There you go.
Still
Somehow.
Todd Bowles,
He's still there.
Somehow.
Now name those 4 cities. I know not all that, but name their baseball managers. Right?
New Orleans, there is.
They don't know. In Carolina, there is none.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who's the 4th team in that division? Atlanta.
Yeah.
Who's
don't know.
managing the Braves these days?
Somebody doing a really damn good job.
Is it Walt Weiss?
It is.
It is Walt Weiss.
He's the one that took down that play.
Yeah, Walt Weiss.
Yeah, that's right. He did. He tackled that guy at the beginning of the year.
So yeah, I think that. When
yeah.
Yeah, remember because like Contreras
That was
like well,
crazy.
he's like, well, yeah, he's like jacked, man. Have you ever seen? And then literally watched the Braves the next night. And I was like, he was right. That guy is pretty jacked. I didn't know Walt Weiss was still pumping iron.
Yeah,
but yeah, I think so. To go back to the conversation, I think that with football, because it's weird, because we do kind of have the same parallel arguments. Like we can't waste Patrick Mahomes' youth and miss the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then we can't waste Bobby Witt Jr.
Right.
because you have people on our text line almost every day going, I hope they trade Bobby Witt Jr. so he has success somewhere. I hope you don't mean that, right? Like I don't want that to be the case. It's not like it's Tony Gonzalez where he was here for 10 years and all of a sudden it's like, all right, man, go try to win something.
Yeah, but we talked to Vern yesterday, and even walking away from that conversation, we're talking about 28 now for when this organization may be legit again. Now you're only talking 2 more years of Bobby, and then you move into that new ballpark. And so I don't blame the text line because we can't sit here and talk about, oh my God, if the Chiefs don't make the playoffs this year, we're wasting Patrick Mahomes' career and continue to give the baseball team a free pass when we're wasting Bobby Witt's career. Because that's what we're doing. Bobby Witt is Patrick Mahomes. And every day that goes by is a day that we have wasted with Bobby Witt here in Kansas City.
Every coach in the NFC East.
NFC East, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Harbaugh with the Giants. You've got Dan Quinn with the Redskins. You've got Schottenheimer with the Cowboys. And then you've got that loser out there in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Sirianni. Every coach in the AFC East. Brandon Beane.
Yeah, Brandon Beane. Aaron Glenn with the Jets.
Still, yep.
Miami's got the guy the owner doesn't know, so, what was that guy? Bill, thanks for being here, our new coach. That guy.
It's actually Brian. Yeah, good to meet you.
Good to
Guess I'm gone in 2 years.
Who are you again? Like the owner didn't know the guy's
Do you
name.
think you can name more college head coaches than baseball managers?
That's tough.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Thank you.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I'm bad at college coaches.
Well, because college has changed so much, though, too. I mean, all the names are gone. Who's the biggest name college coach right now?
Lane Kiffin.
Yep.
Yeah, I would say you're probably right.
I think he's the
about
one
that.
everybody would know the name. Like, I know that the coach, obviously the old boy from Indiana that I'm drawing a blank on.
Cinzetti.
Yeah, Kurt Cinzetti or Signetti.
Signetti.
And then there's Kirby Smart. There's Bobby Hill in Tennessee.
Yep.
I don't know that Bobby Hill.
Rocky Top's big football following.
Yeah.
That's pretty big.
Dion.
I'm biased.
Dion, people would know.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, people would know. Yeah, I don't know if people would know. Josh Heupel.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I don't think the common dude knows Josh.
No,
Heupel.
that's true. No, that's true.
Missouri fans do.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it is interesting.
Eli Drinkwitz is a popular head coach too. Say what you want. Everybody knows Eli Drinkwitz.
If you pop up in the head coaching, what's it called? The carousel, and the open carousel, the free agency offseason, your name's pretty big.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and Eli's always on that list. Always.
I can't find the freaking Dolphins owner's audio of him saying Jeff Hafley. It's too good. I know I've got it somewhere.
Well, it was in January.
Yeah, this is, we know that Brandon Beane is not the coach.
Yes.
620.
Yes.
We were just talking about the drop. Thank you.
Joe Brady is the coach.
Somebody says Dabo swimmer. Hey, your voice in text. I get you. Yeah. Dabo's pretty famous.
Yeah,
Dabo's
very
huge.
famous. Yeah. Yep, that's a good one.
It's also
Ryan Day's a big name too.
It's also about like who makes themselves famous and why. Like Dabo, I think makes himself famous because of all the antics that he has, like
of course.
hickory dickory dock, and then the sprint down the field. And
Oh,
all
and
that
everybody
sort
knows
of
the
thing.
fake accent guy who's now doing Mountain West games on CBS.
Brian Kelly.
Yep.
Or Chip Kelly.
Yep, Brian.
Brian.
Kelly Kapowski.
Brian Kelly.
But I will say, the only thing I disagree with Vern about with the way the operations go, because if I'm going to serve with Andy Reid and his lack of changing, if we see the same thing going into June next year, there needs to be a change. But again, it's such a weird enigma of a question because, like, who's calling the shots? Like, who's, every time you interview a manager, whether it's here, whether it's anywhere else, it's always like, me and so get together. And even Ned would say that. Like, Dayton and I would sit down in the office the minute they lost the World Series in 2014. All right, what do I do in 15? It's like, it's a two-man swing where, like, I don't know how, I know Brett and Andy are, like, really close together, but I'm sure when it comes to game day, it's like,
Brett has nothing to do with
Andy's
that.
treated like a pitcher that's starting. Like, you just don't talk to him.
That's right. I would imagine that's a good analogy. Andy's calling plays today. Nobody go near him.
Somebody said we missed the obvious one, North Carolina Bill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
everybody,
duh. Everybody knows Belichick, yeah.
Is he going to coach a third year at North Carolina?
If you're asking me now, I'm going to say yes because he's stubborn. But if it goes bad,
But you always talk about how the money of the people dictate.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's stubborn.
No,
they're
you're
more
right.
stubborn.
Yeah. Like, will he want to?
Yeah, the
Will he-
boosters.
Yeah, the boosters may kick his ass out.
Yeah, he's kind of got to do
It's
something
different in
this year,
college.
man.
It's different in college. You don't have control. You just don't. You know who has control? Bob Johnson, who's writing that $10 million check every year. And Bill, if you don't like that, college isn't for you. This is how it goes.
Do you guys know where Chip Kelly is?
Chip Kelly?
Cincinnati.
He was with the Raiders last year.
Their OC.
Right? And then they fired him.
And everybody else.
Right? No, I have no idea where he is now. I mean, you're going to say it, I'm going to go, he's not at Ohio State. Did he go back to New Hampshire?
Close, same conference, Northwestern. He's the offensive coordinator now.
So now does he have like a New York accent?
No, that's Brian Kelly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can't get the Kellys confused.
At Northwestern Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the head coach there?
If you had that, Mac, I'd have bought your lunch.
Do you think right now, if I go outside and ask Drew Nixon who the Northwestern head football coach is?
100%.
I'll be back in 60 seconds.
Okay, I'm going to say no.
Northwestern's head coach?
Yeah.
Oh, Drew's got it. It might take him like 4 or 5 seconds, but he'll have it.
But they had that guy up there for 100 years, and then they fired him around COVID time or something, and I can't even remember what it was for. Now he's the head coach at Michigan State.
Ooh.
So that's interesting to me.
Yeah, he's already back.
Yeah.
Told you. Yeah, told you. 4 or 5 seconds, you'd be back.
Took 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He knew.
Of course.
Who is it?
David Braun. He said, David Braun.
I've never heard of that person.
Me either.
He's Ryan's dad.
Yeah.
I heard of him. Yeah. Nah, it's just,
That's just, man.
Hey, everybody's got their niche.
Maybe
What they
yeah.
love, right?
Hell yeah.
Maybe that's the game we play is we just do random with Drew.
Yeah.
Because he would piss Mitch Holtis off. Because Mitch would be like, all right, Drew, here's your question. Coach at Abilene State. Yeah. Boom. Oh, damn, this kid's good. Clint Dempsey had this to say about your men's national team.
Yeah, Thierry said it best. There's levels to it. We didn't start the game well. The way in which we conceded, Ketelari played really well. Trossard played well. Tillemans played well for them. Luka Bacco as well. And then we get the goal against the run of play. You think, okay, we're back in it. But then we concede right away. All right, so we come out the second half, got a little bit more life to us. Looked like we're going to get back into the game. And to concede a goal, which we did when Matt Freese made that mistake. I mean, it was too much of a mountain to climb. And then to add insult to injury, another mistake from Chris Richards at the end. Lukaku gets the goal. So, look, happy for the team to have dealt with the pressure that they had on their shoulders to go out and inspire this country and get that home field advantage. But still, we're in the same situation. We're not getting past the round of 16. And to be considered a great team, you got to do what the team in 2002 did or the team in 1930 did. So there's a lot of positives to take away, but at the same time, there's levels to it, right? And look, proud of the boys for the heart that they showed, but when you came up against a side that was, a top 10 in FIFA rankings, to see what you're made of, we left with the same answers. We don't have as much depth as we thought we did, and we concede too many goals.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny to watch. And, like, we were very confident as a fan base for the last couple of days, roughly a week, that they were going to win this game. And it's like, that friendly, they beat them 5-2. I mean, does that matter? And Brenton told me, nah, that doesn't mean anything. I'm like, okay, maybe it doesn't. I don't know much about soccer. I'm an American. I root for our team to win. But then the game started, right? And you knew right from Jump Street that game was out of control. We've been in games like that before, right? Can you remember a football game where right from the first play of the game you realized, oh, this is done? Like the Philadelphia Super Bowl.
It wasn't the first play of that one, but the first play of the Broncos-Seahawks Super Bowl. When the snap went over Peyton's head, and then I think they scored right after that, or maybe they scored on that play.
They never recovered.
I was like, this is going to be trouble.
And then they returned the opening second half kickoff.
I was like, all right, that thing was over.
That's just one that comes to the top of my head where I'm like, that one, because like for me it was the pick six to Cooper Blankenship, or was it Cooper DeJean?
Cooper DeJean.
That took the pick, and I looked at you. I said, you can call it a night. And Bob goes, I think you're right. Close the book, and we just were like, all right, now I'll watch somebody dance to Kendrick Lamar.
That's right.
Yeah, I wish I would have given up hope when you guys did in that game.
But that's fine that you didn't, because that's what Mahomes gives you.
Yeah, Mahomes gives you that. Yeah. And last night, that's the way I felt about that soccer team. They got punched in the face and they were done.
Yeah.
And your best player, allegedly, just leaves the game. And the American sports fan doesn't understand that. We just don't. You can say what you want about soccer till you're blue in the face. The average American sports fan, which is the one you need to cater to when you're trying to get a sport to grow, isn't there for guys flopping, guys lying on the ground, pulling themselves out of games. Christian Pulisic, it was like so un-American sports what he did yesterday in that game for the diehard American sports fan.
Here he is.
I know you were in a lot of pain, had to be subbed off. What were you dealing with, fighting through?
Yeah, I mean, I just twisted my ankle and just sprained my ankle. I mean, it's just frustrating to end like that, of course. But now time to rest, so hopefully it'll be okay.
Now he gets time to rest.
4 years.
4 years. He sounds like he's whining. And look, again, that's not going to bode well. The American sports fan, you twisted your ankle. Patrick Mahomes' knee was on the next planet. Patrick Mahomes literally had a person 24/7 to get an ankle ready for the Super Bowl and went out there and played maybe one of his best games ever.
Yeah, he's got to earn that Captain America nickname back. That is gone.
This Pulisic stuff, man, you're a Joe, bro. You're nothing more. You're not a superstar. You're not a leader. You're not the guy that's going to carry America to the next level. We need guys that embrace soccer like the American sports fan embraces football. And I know that's not going to happen. But to say that you twisted your ankle.
Sprain, twist, Nixon 5. Coming up on the other side, Bob's got some advice on how to get free beer. Plus, I just saw something for the first time in my life that I am just mesmerized by. 96.5 The Fan, your home for Kansas City sports.
This is Fescoe and Dusty.
Brett Veach has the most underrated chest I've ever seen.
On your home for Chiefs football, 96.5 The Fan. Fescoe and Dusty is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Well, I'll tell you what, my friends over at Golden Oak Lending have been family members to us for the last decade plus. And I want you guys to be family members with Golden Oak Lending as well, because they are fantastic. And this July, they've got some really cool stuff going on at Golden Oak Lending, but it all starts with that free mortgage checkup. What you have to do is call Golden Oak right now, because a lot of us, we're all feeling it right now, right? That pressure, that financial strain that's on us right now, whether it's high interest credit cards or high monthly bills, or maybe you just need more breathing room in your budget and it's creating a lot of stress and anxiety. Let Golden Oak Lending get rid of all of that for you. Golden Oak Lending saves the average cash out customer over $1,100 per month. And right now they're going to give you a complimentary appraisal credit of up to $600 with a qualifying loan and refinance. So start with that free mortgage checkup from a local Golden Oak loan officer. They'll review your current mortgage and look at everything to see how they can make life easier for you. Call today or visit them at goldenoaklending.com. That's goldenoaklending.com, and let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues.
Hey guys, it's Cody and Gold, and this July, Centric is honoring freedom and those who earned it. At Centric, veterans and transitioning service members have the freedom to prepare for civilian IT careers through hands-on training, career support, and strong employer relationships over at Centric.
And for those who qualify perhaps through the GI Bill, your benefits may help cover the cost of training. Your next chapter deserves the same purpose. Centric, training for what comes next. Centric.com. That's CENTRIQ.com.
Well, if you're headed out of town and headed up to KCI, then you need to park with my friends over at Park and Go. It's where we park every time we go out of town for a number of different reasons. Number one, it's all covered parking, and we love that. Our car's always protected, whether it's the winter snow, summertime hail. Hey, we're always protected at Park and Go. And they give you a great low rate when you prepay online. You save money. So go to bookparkandgo.com right after you make your flight reservation and book your parking, and then prepay because you save cash. Then you show up on the day of your flight, you give them that reservation number, and they direct you right to that covered parking spot they have reserved for you. And as soon as you get out of the car in no seconds at all, the van is there to take you right to the airport terminal. And when you get back after that long, stressful trip, just grab your bags, walk outside, jump on the bus, and it's right back to the trunk of your car you go. So do what we did and join their frequent parker program and earn points towards free parking. Reserve your spot today at bookparkandgo.com. The best deals in parking. Bookparkandgo.com. Park and Go, family owned and operated.
Pros, save more on what you need to get the job done right now at Lowe's. Get 15% off select custom entry and interior doors. Plus, save $80 on the DeWalt 20-volt Max 2-tool combo kit, now just $169. And at the Lowe's Pro Desk, bring us your materials list and get a quote in minutes. Handwritten, a photo, or even a sticky note is all you need. Keep your jobs moving faster and on budget at Lowe's. Valid through 7/8 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance engineer at a beverage manufacturing plant, he starts his day knowing every line is ready to run because Grainger delivers the industrial-grade products he needs to keep mixers, conveyors, and packaging equipment moving. With Grainger's vast selection of bearings, belts, and motors, he keeps operations running smoothly, so nothing grinds to a halt. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
And the match is about to begin.
Most of the team is out with COVID-19, so there'll be some substitutes tonight.
What's this? We have an unexpected guest on the field.
It's a dog. Well, they could do with extra players.
She's going for the ball.
Are front paws hands or feet?
Soccer season is full of surprises, and COVID-19 could be one of them. If you test positive, prescription medications may help. Ask your doctor if they're right for you. Learn more at PfizerForAll.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Onyx, I keep having stomach issues. Please make me a doctor's appointment.
Okay,
Are you suffering from diarrhea, bloating, gas, or oily stools? If so, you may want to ask your doctor if it could actually be a problem with your pancreas, called exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI.
My pancreas? How is EPI treated?
A prescription medicine like Creon, pancrelipase, is used to treat people who can't digest food normally because their pancreas doesn't make enough enzymes. Creon is the #1 prescribed treatment for EPI.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you are allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor, and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon. You can learn more at 1-800-633-9110.
Before your appointment, visit creoninfo.com. That's CREON info.com.
Hi, I'm Jacob, your friend and an actual jeweler craftsman at Shane Company. I'm proud to work for a family business that's been committed to the highest quality standards for nearly 100 years. Your dream engagement ring is designed for quality every step of the way. We set your diamond by hand, not with machines. Prong tips are beautiful and secure, and intricate details are thoughtfully crafted. At Shane Company, there's no shortcuts, just craftsmanship. Because a friend knows true love deserves the highest quality. Visit us in store or at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
The world's best soccer teams know success starts with a strong game plan. AAA believes your insurance should work the same way. Visit AAA.com and you can save up to 21% by switching to AAA Auto Insurance. You can save even more if you bundle 2 or more policies, like auto and home, to unlock additional multi-policy savings while keeping all of your coverage on one team. Head to AAA.com to simplify your insurance, save money, and protect what matters most. One game plan, one team, AAA Insurance.
Here's a World Soccer Championship preview.
Brought to you by Lowe's. Members get more at Lowe's. And by the first ever Infiniti QX65. After surviving a major scare against Cabo Verde, defending champion Argentina looks to steady itself against Egypt. It'll be a showdown of 2 of the world's biggest superstars, Argentina's Lionel Messi and Egypt's Mo Salah. Messi has scored in every game he's played so far in the tournament. I'm Mike Conti.
Bet365 presents Odyssey Sports Midsummer Baseball Showcase Special from Philadelphia, Monday, July 13th, starting at 9 o'clock. Bet365, where winning is everything. Download the Bet365 app and lock in your picks before the game begins. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Available in select states only.
He reached through the cobweb as they turned on the light.
Crazy.
There might be
Come on.
a little dust on the bottom. But don't let it fool you about what's inside.
Yeah, I never knew who sang that.
BLM, baby. Oh, you can keep it up.
It's a good song, yeah.
Creo Williams, baby. Pulled into the drive. I was racing, man.
What year is this?
95. I don't know.
The music video
is amazing.
Amazing,
awesome.
right? Yeah.
And he's got the sideburns, right?
Oh, my does he. My does he.
I got something special.
Yeah, 94 is what they're saying.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I don't know what this text is. It just says 816 Dusty boobs. No context into that. So I just saw this for the first time. I had no idea this actually happened, Bob. This is probably even too young for you. You were 3. In 1980, 49ers quarterback Steve DeBerg developed a case of laryngitis.
Oh, I've seen this, yeah.
So to protect his voice on the field, a speaker was attached to the back of his shoulder pads. And he had a microphone.
It's insane.
Go to my Twitter and dude.
If you watched the Joe Montana documentary on Peacock, you would have seen all of that in the way that they hook this thing up. It's insane.
Like in his nameplate, and he's got like a
microphone. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, that's extremely. What?
Yeah. And then, of course, our buddy Jayhawk for a live respondent said Bink could have used that for his post-game show. He can't anything about Mahomes, man.
But yeah, that was part of like why they wanted to get Steve DeBerg out and bring in Montana. was they featured that in that documentary. I mean,
so like everyone in the stadium heard him.
No,
okay.
I mean, come on. It was the 80s. It was a piece of junk made out of like cardboard that some
trash.
guy built it. I mean, back in the 80s, the way they did things in the NFL is not like today. Some guy welded something on the bench, and some guy from the crowd came down with a butt hanging out of his mouth and put it out and welded the thing together. I mean, that's the way it was back then.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So speaking of Binkley, you have a way to help him out.
Yeah, get free beer. So I don't know if you guys saw the World Cup fan who had his flag, and it was a straw that he was sticking in the beer as the beer vendor was walking around and drinking out of the beer. The beer vendor would stand in front of him. He put the flag, drink all the beer out. I'm like, it's brilliant, man. You got to do what you got to do. And so it reminded me of when we were in college. And one of the things we did, we ran a concession stand at KU for the football game. And we got the last concession stand, and they go, it's drink only. I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. Make a little money, on this. And we quickly realized that you put out a tip jar, people are going to give you a tip because you're trying to raise money for whatever it was we were raising money for at the time, right? And so then I got a little bit more creative, and I went, that tip money goes right to us. We're just filling up cups. So we started telling people, if you bring your cup back, we'll fill it for $1, right? And that $1 went right in the tip jar because all they did was count cups. They weren't counting the syrup that came out of the machine, right? So we had a line all the time down through the stadium because everybody was mixing with their booze, and they knew if they came to us, it would only cost them $1 to get a refill. And we loved it because we kept all that money, right? And so it was so bizarre that we were doing this kind of stuff. So then I started to go to baseball games, and I would go up to beer vendors when they would sell beer in the cup, right? And they tap beer and they pour it for you and you get it in the cup. I go, I know you're not counting beer. You're only counting cups. If I bring my cup back, I'll kick you $1 and you'll fill my beer up for free. Like, hell yeah. So they don't do that anymore. Now everything's in a bottle,
Gosh dang it. That's amazing.
I mean, I couldn't tell you how many ballparks around the United States I was doing. And of course everybody's like, yeah, I'm in on that.
Hell yeah. That's amazing.
So that's how you got the free beer back in the day, because every beer vendor was in on it. Because they were making the money.
Yeah, why would they say no to that? Yeah, of course. That's an easy win.
Yeah, they were more than happy to do it.
Yeah, now the only way is to have a straw flag, I guess, and take sips as the guy's walking by.
As the guy's walking by,
which is super smart.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
You remember Danny Cannell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He says, these dudes playing soccer since 5 years old would dog walk the rest of the world. Did he miss anybody? Lamar Jackson, Anthony Edwards, SGA, Jamar Chase, Myles Garrett, Pete Crow Armstrong, Bobby Witt Jr., LeBron James, probably as your goalie, Jahmyr Gibbs, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, like I don't know if they knew how to play soccer.
If they, as we said, if they started playing since they were 5 years
soccer,
old.
yeah.
Well, first off, we wouldn't get SGA, so he's out.
Yeah, he's out.
He played for.
He's Canada. Yep, he's Canadian.
And he says dash for the flopping alone. Myles Garrett, the enforcer.
No, it would not be a good team. Everybody thinks like you could put anybody on a soccer field that it would be good. It wouldn't. No. Myles Garrett's too big to play soccer.
Myles Garrett's huge.
You'd be a better soccer player than Myles Garrett because you're small.
Yeah, slippery.
Slippery, yeah.
And what's really a random take to have on this random conversation is maybe some of the best players that would be soccer players would coincidentally be the kickers.
That's right.
Like
yeah.
Butker played in high school. I think he won 3 state titles on his soccer team.
Yeah.
Right? Like Butker in the midfield. I mean, tell me that guy couldn't lead somebody over the middle? Hey, Tyreek, could you imagine? Butker, what would be a better combination? Mahomes and Tyreek in football, or Butker and Tyreek in football?
Mahomes and Tyreek in football.
In football. And in football.
No. In football. In regular football. It's easier. Man. Easier. You can direct your ball a lot better with a football than you can a soccer ball.
Yeah, we got Tyreek tracking it now.
And you got Butker just,
There's a lot of Tyreeks playing soccer, though, speed-wise, guys.
That's true.
It's a fast game.
And I'll also say, we always talk about Tyreek in soccer. Like, Tyreek is a sprinter. And yes, you do need to sprint and have that short-distance speed, but would he be able to have that stamina? His body would be different. I know he would have trained differently. Yes, he would be able to get there, but it is different. It's not the same.
I know,
they run 9 miles a game.
Yeah, I'm not here for Danny Cannell's nonsense because that's downgrading soccer players.
I agree.
And soccer players are some of maybe are the best athletes on earth because you just mentioned you're running 9 miles in a game. You're not doing line changes. You're not subbing out. You're not taking 10 minutes here and going back in. Like once you're in, you're in. And then once you're out, you're out. And so you've got to be prepared to run 9 miles in a game. It's intense.
From the 6'2", Allen Iverson would have been the goat.
Yeah, that could have been a good one, maybe. I don't know. Yeah.
That would have been a good one.
I'm trying to think. Bobby Witt could be decent.
Yeah, how tall is he? Like 6'2"?
He may be too tall for
6'1"?
soccer, right?
I don't know if he might be right at 6 foot.
Okay.
I don't know that to be a fact.
No, that makes sense. That makes more sense. After I said 6'2", that's 2. Yeah, 6'1". Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Because
did you know how Bucker's 6'4"?
Yeah, big guy.
Yeah, which I guess makes sense when you see him in the room. You're like, okay, that's a tall guy. Yeah.
Well, we saw him just with the towel on at the Super Bowl because someone lost his clothes.
Yeah.
Did he ever find his clothes?
I don't know. That was just, oh no. Pringles announces Pop Dog buns. Okay. So there's hot dog buns flavored with Pringles flavors now. All right. Thank you, Fox 4, for that item that I will not be buying ever. Yeah, Butker would be probably the best player on the Chiefs to be a soccer player.
Well, yeah, because they were all soccer players, the kickers, yeah.
Somebody said Akeem Olajuwon was a hell of a goalie back in his day.
Maybe. He'd be a good goalie.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, the wingspan. Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
I mean, that one that was up so high and the guy got it with his other hand last night, tipped it away. Like
Hakeem wouldn't have jumped.
Wouldn't have to.
Yeah.
Wembanyama would be my goalie. Good luck. Hey, tomorrow, Binkley, Cotrero on the show. Royals and Mets tonight at 6:10. What a appointment television. But go do something nice for somebody. You never know. It could take the rest of their day and make it. Can make their day, their week, their month, their year. It's simply cool to care. Kansas City, stay kind, stay safe. The band's all together again. It's Cody Golden Drew and 10 to 2. We'll talk to you tomorrow.